Hello there. Last week, we discussed the beginning of 2022 in the Car F Electric podcast. This week, we take a trip even farther back to 2016 with the very beginning of Who Are These Podcasts. Enjoy the show. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Glad you can make it out tonight. I know last week got a little crazy at the bar watching the baseball game, but I thought this week we change that up a little bit and come see a band that I like. I don't know if you heard of them. They're called the Isotopes. They're out of Rochester and they've been around for a little bit. I think they're about to start soon, so let's find a good spot to hang out. Hope the music's not too loud. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, let me, coming through, watch out. Hey, how about this spot? I'm over here. All right. You know, I like being right next to the monitors. You can really hear the effects of the songs. Oh, I think they're coming on stage right now. I wonder what song they're gonna play first. You know, they started back in 2001 out of Rochester. You might know the lineup. You know, Handsome Be Wonderful and Lance Uppercut on guitars, Admiral Awesome on the drums, with Rock Strongo on bass. Great names. Oh, wait a minute, I think they're about to play something right now. Ooh. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. It's called Put a Sock on It, Roy. Woo! You can really hear the licks in the bass guitar, can't you? Oh man. Ooh. Hey, how about we go in the back and talk a little bit? Is that cool? All right. Let me get back. All right. Oh, it's much more better back here. Oh, yeah. I guess the guy who plays guitar or whatever, Carl. Back in 2016, him and his friend Kevin started a podcast in Rochester. Now at the time, you know, podcasts back then, you know, they all sucked just as much as they do now. But their idea was to listen to podcasts so you don't have to. Well, you know, 673 episodes later, Carl still reigns supreme as the overlord of shitty podcasts. You know, through the years, they had many guest hosts and co-hosts. The guy who recently referred to himself as the Isotopes announcer, I think he was a drummer at one time too, Kevin. He ended up leaving around episode 100. And Carl didn't really know what to do after that. But then came along episode 107, where they went over to Opie podcast, and well, things kind of changed from then, as 2 weeks later, they dropped episode 109, the Stunner and John podcast. Well, little known to Carl at the time, but Anthony Cumia of the Opie and Anthony show, currently doing his own thing on Compound Media called The Anthony Cumia Show, heard the Opie podcast and actually invited Carl to come to New York to be on his show. And well, I guess you could say the rest is history, and that's about all I wrote down for that part. Ooh, I wonder what song they're gonna play next. I think it's called Fireworks Factory. Oh, wow. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. The Isotopes actually have like 9 studio albums, including Fireworks Factory. Now that's what I call Familiar Volume 2. Pick Your Brains, Duck and Cover, Play Surf Music, and many more. But they're pretty cool. If you're into it, you know, I mean, I can understand not being everybody's cup of tea, cup of joe, whatever the fuck you drink. But you know, I found this cool thing while the band's performing. I think we could check out about the Isotopes to give you a little introduction to them. So I think after this song here, we might play the video. All right, it's a cool song. All right, so hey, check out this video about the Isotopes and see what you think.
Hi, I'm Handsome Be Wonderful, guitarist for the Isotopes, and I'm here to tell you that
sometimes prostitutes are undercover cops.
You may think that hiring a lady of the night for oral stimulation or hand release is a victimless crime.
Well, guess what? It is.
But that doesn't make it any less illegal, especially when you offer her blow instead of cash.
You see, kids, hookers are people too. People who are still mad at their father and trying to get back at him.
And while most women have found legal ways to work out their daddy issues, like stripping or having sex with black men, hookers have chosen a lifestyle that puts them and you at risk.
Whores are a breeding ground for all types of diseases.
Diseases that can stop you from becoming a little shredder.
Great disease-free shredding, Lance.
Thanks, Hercules.
Remember, kids, if you're gonna pay for sex, do it the right way.
20, 40.
Buy her expensive gifts and dinner, or lie about your feelings.
If that doesn't work, do what I do. Download a terabyte of porn off the internet.
But whatever you do, remember this important lesson.
Sometimes prostitutes are undercover cops.
What a great message. Sometimes prostitutes are undercover cops. Ooh, I think I heard this one before. Yeah. Makes me want to vote for Vinny, if you know what I'm saying. TheCreepOff.com. Listen to that guitar. Alright, well, enough about the Isotopes. Let's get to what we all came here for. Who are these podcasts? And I think even today, nobody really knows. But in March 2016, Kevin and Carl decided to find out just who they are. And they started out with their first podcast they wanted to cover, Totally Married, which actually is basically just two people wanted to kind of, I guess, just post about their daily marriage lives and all that boring bullshit. Well, it turns out, I guess in 2023 they actually ended the show, and I guess they supposedly still married and still do like other shit and whatnot, but ooh, sorry. Music came a little high and heavy there. But what do you say we take a trip back in time and listen to the very first episode for these podcasts? Now you might know, it might start out as if they've been doing this many, many times before, but I think that was kind of like a tactic, like, you know, you don't want to let people know it's your first episode. I know that feeling. This is my 6th episode, so I know I still suck dick at it, but, you know, I don't really, hey, it is what it is. So let me quiet down the crowd here, folks. All right, we're trying to, all right. Now we're in the back here, you know. I think it's intermission time. But here you go. First episode of WATP. Totally Married.
Why?
Hello and welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts. I am Kevin.
And I am Carl.
And we listen to podcasts so you don't have to. On today's show, we'll be analyzing and reviewing a podcast called Totally Married, episode number 1 called I Now Pronounce You Man and Wife. As always, we both listen to the show separately, and we haven't discussed it at all beforehand. So without further ado, let's find out once and for all, who are these podcasts?
It's showtime.
Listen to that.
They love us, Kevin.
They totally love us.
They cannot wait to hear more about Totally Married.
Either can I.
So, the podcast that we listen to, Totally Married, the host is Elizabeth Lame and her husband, Andy. It's an advice show. They spend most of the time reading questions and giving advice. Let me just read the Totally story off of their website, just to give everybody an idea of what we're dealing with here. What started out as a way to combine Elizabeth's access to funny people and Andy's access to recording equipment has snowballed into Totally Lame, Totally Married, and the new Totally Mommy. With over 4 million downloads and accolades from places like E! Online, USA Today, and Los Angeles Magazine, the Totallys have taken on a life of their own, to which we say totally. Totally honest, totally fun, totally real. That's what we're about. Listen in. All right, so that's, I guess this is a comedy show. Is this supposed to be funny?
I think that's the intent of it, is to be funny, yeah.
Okay. I honestly wasn't sure. I'm listening through. Wait, is this in the comedy category? Because it seems like, I found it in the parenting or parenting and relationships or something category.
Right.
I thought it was like an advice show. But I do like that they have E! Online, USA Today, and Los Angeles Magazine. That's a pretty far drop.
Those
are the 3 accolades that they got. Los Angeles Magazine.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's one of those ones you see by the bus stop. It's in the little fucking little cans, that you can take out. You take out 72 of them at a time when you want.
The people who write for that magazine are also called bloggers. They're not actually writers. We always like to start off the show playing the clip that we think, just a short clip that sums up the podcast that we listen to best. And I have one that I'd love to get started with.
All right.
It's actually called World's Worst Teaser.
Okay. Yep.
At the very end of the show, but this sums it up for me.
All right, here we go.
Actually, most of my friends are from the last couple of years.
Let's literally write this down, because this is a whole other episode. This is
Friends.
You and me and friends.
Yeah.
Adulthood friends. Oh man, we'll get into it.
Okay, so next episode is adulthood friends.
Adulthood friends.
What was the thing? Oh,
and high school
21,
friends.
That age.
All right.
Wow. I can't wait to hear about their fucking friends on the next episode. That's amazing.
I just listening to this whole podcast, like the whole thing, like this is really fucking lame, but I went to a Starbucks this morning, here on the good old West Coast. I went down to a Starbucks and I listened to this podcast on my iPad with a notepad and paper. And the background noise of the coffee shop is what helped me not want to kill myself. But then I came back to my
an interesting conversation somewhere.
Right. I mean, even babies crying was like good background noise to this.
Exactly.
But then I came back to my apartment and I was like, it's kind of, I mean, it's just like this. Obviously, it's just us talking and there's nothing else besides the two voices. But I don't know what it was about this. It just made it so like sterile feeling when I was listening to it. I don't know if that's a good word or not.
Well,
but
it's an obnoxious premise because think about it. What they're saying is we're the most amazing married couple. Everyone should listen to what we have to say because our marriage is perfect and we have the perfect relationship and we're so interesting and we just love to talk to each other. Just the premise alone is nauseating.
Yes. Very much so. Yes. And
if it isn't bad enough that you got to learn about Elizabeth and Andy, now we're going to hear about their friends in the next fucking episode. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, which apparently are just her recent friends. She doesn't remember having a lot of college friends. She says that in there. I'm like, what? All right. Here's the one that I picked out for my favorite little moment here.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk to me about?
I just thought that was
That's a good one.
as being somebody who has to edit these podcasts now. That would have been something I probably would have pulled out.
They're not editing the podcast. No,
Yeah, it was.
They're
Funny.
not putting a lot of effort into it. Although, I will say these guys, I think, are like professional podcasters somehow. They're on Earwolf.
Yeah, that was that threw me for a loop because you sent this over and you were like, "Hey, here's our next podcast we're doing. It's Totally Married," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I start listening to it and I'm like, "Who are these fucking assholes?" Like just talking to each other. I just don't. Ironically, I'm like, "Who are these two assholes talking to each other?" That we aren't two assholes talking to each other, but. Then I looked it up and I'm like, well, let me see what the girl looks like, so I bring it up and then I see that they're on Earwolf and they have like a following and a fucking presence and shit. And I'm like,
yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. Actually, why don't you play? I clipped the show intro. I mean, there is production here. There isn't a ton of production, but there is some production here. So it sounds like a professional podcast when it starts off. Go ahead and play that.
All right.
Totally Married.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
Totally Married. The old ball and chain.
I do.
I do.
I'm tired. Maybe tomorrow.
Welcome to Totally Married. I'm Elizabeth.
All right, so the song does not get you excited about listening to a show. It's fucking terrible, but she cracks herself up so often. And
yes.
That was a perfect example. She started laughing at her name.
Yeah, there's a few times
really
in this.
Be that funny to her?
There's a few times that she does that in here where she just giggles, and it actually says that on their website too, like she's giggly and whatever.
Giggler, right.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Lame is a giggler, podcaster, comedy writer, lover of animals, and lover of slippers fashioned to look like animals.
Hey-o.
Just Google Schnauzer slippers. You're welcome.
Boring.
Oh.
Exactly. It's fucking terrible.
The
other thing that really irks me about Elizabeth, besides giggling at herself all the time, is her vocal fry. When she talks, she does that thing that chicks who think they're hot do.
Yeah.
And no one ever calls them on it because they want to fuck them.
I think you have an example of that because I'm pretty sure.
I do. I haven't. Do you want to play that ISO? The Make a Baby?
Yeah.
To make a baby.
Make a baby.
To make a baby.
Oh my god,
baby. And then
I would I would shove my cock in that mouth so fast. Just stop talking. Just please.
Oh god.
Balls in there too. Just stop it.
Oh god. Here's a little clip that I like where she was very soft spoken.
Shut the fuck up.
I like that. And I isolated it, so I'm gonna.
I like that as an ISO. Yeah, that's good.
Shut
we can use
the fuck up.
Yeah,
that's actually perfect for future episodes. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on a loop and play it to myself because it's it's kind of sexual. It kind of gets me going.
Shut the fuck up.
All right. So you had a boner half the time listening to this episode, didn't you?
You know what? Here's another thing. So we did the last episode that we did had a female co-host on it, and she was not bad to look at. I know that you did not agree.
I disagree. But
you disagree. I thought she was okay.
Fight that battle with you again.
This girl, very cute. Also very cute. So her voice is very cute. She giggles.
Her voice is not very cute.
Okay.
Baby.
Well, that was. No one wants to hear out of a cute girl's mouth that she wants to have a baby.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. They talk a little bit about their relationship and their wedding day, and it's really pretty boring. And then about 12 minutes in, they start to go to advice show time.
Right.
And I thought it was interesting. I clipped a couple of things. I have two clips on here. One is called Things People Who Host Advice Shows Should Not Say, Part 1. And the other one is Things People Who Host Advice Shows Should Not Say, Part 2.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to just hit both of those?
We'll do that.
I just, it's really important that you have fun with the other person. I think that if I could, in my limited experience, give someone relationship advice or someone who's like, is this right? Do you have fun with them?
In her limited experience, if she could give somebody advice, that's the whole premise of the fucking show. Is relationships. What is she talking about? All right, play part 2. Okay. It gets better.
I will say this, because this is the only similar situation I have, and this is where this podcast might go awry, because we really are giving advice where we're totally unqualified, but...
Now, I wrote that down, too.
Did Oz ever say that?
I wrote that down.
I'm totally unqualified for this.
I did write that down, but then I realized, as I was looking through their website, they actually call themselves out on it. And it says, one of their blurbs somewhere, it says... marriage advice, or listen in for sage advice from totally unqualified people. So that's like one of their little taglines there. So I was like, all right, they're off the hook. They realize that they are not fucking qualified.
You're the best. But I'll give that to you, okay? Right. They do say they're unqualified advice. Still, I wouldn't say, oh, I don't know anything about relationships. How can I give you advice when that's the whole point of the show?
Right. Right.
But,
well,
all right. Let me present this argument to you in another way.
Okay.
I have two clips on here. One is called Fake Question. Hit that one real quick.
Dear Elizabeth and Andy, I've been married for 27 years.
Holy shit.
How much longer do I have to do this?
Okay. So that was one of the questions, right? And it's fun. Oh, yeah. How long do you have to do this? They spent 3 minutes answering that question. Okay, it's a fake question. It's a joke. There was no reason that they needed to talk about it. Now play Real Question, my other clip, and listen to the response. So this is an actual question on this advice show, and this is Elizabeth's response.
Gotcha.
The guy who wrote in is upset because his boyfriend, although it sounds like they've been dating for a long time and they maybe will get married, hasn't come out to his family.
Oh, okay.
This is intense, and I mean, I don't even know if I can speak to this because I can totally empathize that would be shitty.
Epic fail.
Again, I've never once heard Dr. Drew go, oh, gee, I've never heard of that before. I have no idea what to do.
Right.
If you're running an advice show, feel free. And she had the question ahead of time. It wasn't a caller.
Yeah, I actually wrote this down too because it's like she says I can empathize. No, you can't empathize. I can't empathize with someone who, a gay man who's struggling about coming out. Like that's like a whole, like that's some serious shit that I don't know how to relate to because I am not a gay man. So it's like for her to say that, it's like, you cannot totally empathize with what it would be like to not, to not come out as a woman or whatever it is that she's.
Well, I agree, and I don't know why she even addressed that question. They take questions on their Facebook page
Right.
or email or something,
Right.
and you are able to choose which questions you bring onto the show.
Right.
You might want to pick a question that you have an answer to.
Well, it's true. And
There's my advice for your advice show. Only pick questions you can answer.
yeah, that might be entertaining to answer. Well, it's funny.
Then you'll get something accomplished.
She says earlier too that right in the beginning of the podcast that they had on their Totally Lame show, which is the other podcast that she has. It's a play on her last name, Totally Lame, Laime. That she had it posted on Facebook for questions for this new podcast that's Totally Married, and she got a flood of questions coming in. So what you've just yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So they picked a joke question.
Right.
And they picked a question they couldn't answer. Actually, I think they picked multiple questions they couldn't answer.
Yeah.
I'm not...
Yeah. It's no, I mean, you got to say, all right, this is the first podcast and a run of, there was quite a few on there.
Hundreds of these. Yeah, there's hundreds of Totally Married episodes.
Right. And she, you remember this.
To make a baby.
They did make a baby. I think they made a couple babies from the pictures that I've seen.
They have. I'm looking at the Facebook update from December 23rd, and then there were 4.
Holy shit! Yeah,
they just recently had a baby, and I can't picture caring less about this fucking family.
Yeah, I
their perfect life or whatever the fuck they're trying to portray here.
I think the funny thing is we're ripping a lot on Elizabeth and her voice and everything, but we haven't really talked a lot about Andy.
Oh yeah, let's get into Andy.
Yeah,
I have a pretty good ISO on Andy. It's a really short one if you want to play the other ISO.
Obviously,
you have this written out phonetically for me too. The way you named it's obviously
that was how you would write that word.
Yeah. I got the feeling that he wanted nothing to do with recording this fucking podcast. Like he's just like, all right, okay, she's, the wife now, and now I kind of have to go along with it. But apparently he's been featured on some of these other things because he's like called Psychic Andy. I didn't get the whole psychic thing. There's something I'm missing there. Why they call him psychic or whatever the fuck that was all about. But
well, let me fill you in there, Kevin, because I got a whole team over here doing the research.
Okay.
So we have access to the information that you need to know.
All right.
Andy makes music and is psychic. Andy Rosen is a true quadruple threat: podcaster, husband, record producer, and master of dog agility.
Wow.
We might not know what quadruple threat means. Get it?
I just...
I don't even get that joke.
I don't... Wait a minute. So, all right, it's quadruple threat. There's 4 things, right, that they listed.
Right. Podcaster, husband, record producer, and master of dog agility. So wouldn't that be quadruple? I don't get
All of those things give me the biggest douche chills.
Yeah, this guy is
a
bit of cool.
Yeah, he just feels like he's kind of along for the ride. I don't know, in a way. And it was weird to me. The whole thing...
I actually think Andy was taking the advice part of the show a lot more seriously than Elizabeth. If you noticed, the gay gentleman who was having the issue with his partner not coming out to his family yet, Andy was getting very serious about that. He really wanted to dig in and figure out what the right thing to do was. He also kept asking, what the question was. Like Elizabeth would read the question and then he'd go, yeah, but what's the question?
Yeah.
She'd go, well, he wants to know what to do. Right. What's the question? He's kind of a dope. I don't know that he's a real smart guy.
He just came off not very likable at all in this. It's just very passive and, coming from me, that's a funny thing to say, but he's kind of just like in the background. The mopey husband talks a little bit about when they got married in the beginning and carrying her over the threshold or some shit, and they have this back and forth about how she lost weight so he could lift her, and that they aren't really the type of couple that she can run and leap into his arms or.
It's every conversation with a girl I never want to have again.
Yeah, it's very cringy, and the weird part is they're married, and then I'm thinking, okay, they haven't known each other very long. They've been together for 8 years before they got married.
It's the couple at the party who are putting on the act of how in love they are, and everyone's just like, shut the fuck up, guys.
That's exactly
They seem like they're together all the time.
Yes.
It's way too comfortable. You think about like Rich Voss's podcast, My Wife Hates Me. That I'd rather hear a couple that was on the verge of divorce than these shitheads and how perfect their fucking life is. Oh, our life's perfect, so we'll give you advice. What should I do? I don't fucking know.
Right.
How would I know?
Right. Well, I mean, you want
great podcast.
You want a source of conflict between two people too. I mean, obviously, if everyone gets along, there's no fucking. What's the point?
Yeah, fuck you, Kevin.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Fuck
All
me.
right, so I want to play a game with you real quick.
Yes.
The game is called Fill in the Blank. If you play the fill in the blank clip, it will end, and I want you to produce what's that next word.
All right. Okay, I like this.
This podcast might be just an unbelievable
cure for AIDS.
No.
No?
It's certainly not going to cure AIDS.
Sure, it's not going to cure AIDS? Because I was really hoping that we'd find a podcast that would fucking cure AIDS in here.
If by cure AIDS you mean epic failure, then yes, that's exactly what the correct answer was.
I think when they do cure AIDS, that it should actually be called, like the product should be called Cure AIDS. Like that's Cure AIDS would be the thing. It's funny, and this is completely not fucking related to anything that we've even talked about, but I happened to be on Facebook yesterday, and they have that little news ticker on the side, and it said, this is how much of a fucking nerd I am. It said that Charlie Sheen acknowledges the doctor who cured him of AIDS or something like that.
Yeah, the quack, right.
And I just read Doctor Who and got excited. That's like I thought it was something to do with Doctor Who. I'm like Charlie Sheen's going to be in Doctor Who? What?
It's fucking embarrassing, dude.
Yeah, it's really.
I can't believe you just told me that.
Well, yeah,
That's fucking funny. He's the new doctor?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, holy shit. He is winning.
Doctor Who with an attitude. No, you know what I think's funny is you're going back to your earlier scenario. You've invented a product that cures AIDS, and you need to come up with a marketing gimmick to get people to use it. Like, I like that you're worried about the name. Like, and what should the packaging be? Which colors should we choose? Dude, it cures AIDS. You'll sell a lot of it. I don't think you need to come up with a clever slogan or product name. I think you nailed it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that.
I will purchase some Cure AIDS for our buddy Charlie there.
Can you see the commercial, the TV commercial for Cure AIDS? It'd be like, check with your doctor before you take Cure AIDS to make sure you don't have violent diarrhea.
Cure AIDS will not protect you from things like awful wives, terrible podcasts.
If you have blood flying out of your eyeballs, Cure AIDS may not be right for you. If you've ever used transdermal mesh, transvaginal mesh.
All right. So we've totally gotten off topic, and I
Yes.
think it's because this show was really boring. Do you have any other clips from the show you wanted to
I had
play
just the
for us?
two. I just have this one.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes. Give me a minute on that one. Ooh.
Put it back in your pants.
Ew. All right. Yeah, and then I had just the other ones. It was just a stupid, this one here.
Yeah.
Basically.
Anything else you want to talk to me about?
I've had that
This
conversation.
show's 45 minutes long, and you clipped a total of 3.7 seconds. You're an amazing contributor to this show.
Well, you know what? I was
efforts.
I was balls deep in a latte at fucking Starbucks.
Right.
So
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm concerned with your method. I think maybe some improvement. All we have to do is make a podcast that sucks as bad as Totally Married, and we too could be on Earwolf.
well, you know what? We're on our way. We
So
are on our
exactly.
way.
So
Yes.
I see this as the bar is so low in podcasting that we can't help but succeed. That's the way I'm looking at it.
That was episode 1 of Who Are These Podcasts. Sorry I had to cut it off a little early before the end, but the reason was we're skipping episode 2. We're going to go to episode 3 right after. Oh, musical jingle here. You heard this one before. It's called Cram It With Walnuts Ugly. I know if you watch WATP on YouTube, they sometimes use this in like the beginning as they're like counting down to the start of the show. So what you heard was, that was episode 1, Totally Married. The reason we're skipping the second episode is time reasons, and I think the other ones I got were more better to use. The next one is the third episode from March 12th, 2016, almost 10 years ago, called Raw's Fourth Hour. It was basically a bunch of dudes just decided to start a podcast following Monday Night Raw on the WWE show. And they call it the fourth hour because Raw was 3 hours. So, I mean, geniuses. Unfortunately, the show no longer exists. And as we're going to listen to, you're probably going to figure out why the show no longer exists. And perfect. Episode 3.
Welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts? I'm Kevin.
And I'm Carl.
And we listen to podcasts so you don't have to. On today's show, we'll be analyzing and reviewing a podcast called Raw's Fourth Hour, February 8th, 2016 episode. As always, we both listen to the show separately. We haven't discussed it with each other beforehand, so none of that shit. So without further ado, let's find out once and for all, who are these podcasts?
It's showtime.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. Please.
Yes.
Calm it down, everybody. Calm down. Welcome to another WATP.
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 Oh, no, it's WATP.
WATP.
That's close. Work on it.
I'll work on it.
All right.
So we listened to Raw's Fourth Hour, which is a podcast that goes on right after Raw on Monday nights, WWE's Raw, and they discuss the goings-on of the episode of Raw. And it's actually a call-in show. They have a ton of callers call in to discuss with Kevin Scampoli the episode of Raw.
Yeah, Kevin Scott. I really, really am sad that I share the fucking same first name with this guy. Kevin Scampoli is just very, very. I don't even know where to begin on this guy. I really don't know. I actually looked at his YouTube channel just to see what the fucking dude looked like. He probably can kick my ass, but I don't care. I don't really care if he could or not because he's just the worst fucking person.
Kevin, I'm gonna throw you a curveball here. I liked this podcast.
Oh my god!
I don't watch WWE anymore. I haven't in over a decade, and I enjoyed this podcast.
Oh my god!
I just liked it. And here's the crazy part. This might be why I liked it. I don't know if you caught onto this, but the host, Kevin Campoli, sounds exactly like me. We have the exact same inflections. Our voices are the same. It was really bizarre listening to.
I didn't get that at all. Like there was one line that this guy says that I thought was funny, that I actually clipped too. But I'll play that one real now if it's.
All right,
let's see.
I had kids with someone and she left me, but guess what? I still got to deal with the kids.
Wow.
So
the caller's reaction is amazing. I actually isolated that because the word "wow" is not supposed to be said without some type of enthusiasm. The kid's like, "Wow,
wow, yeah." It's
play the ISO that I clipped for you there.
Wow. Wow.
That actually made its way to a number of my clips from the show. So, usually when we start off our podcast, we try to play a clip from the show that we think best sums up the entire podcast so that the listeners can understand exactly what it is that we're reviewing. So I didn't do a single clip this time, but I have a clip that's called "How Was Raw Tonight?" montage. This is the question he asks when people call the show.
Chuckward, how was Raw tonight?
It was terrible, Kevin.
Soggy Onion, how was Raw for you?
I didn't watch Raw.
Outcast, how was Raw tonight?
Well, I thought it was all right. I mean, it's your typical Raw, like nothing particularly special about it.
Oh, shit, Seth, we're joined by my new favorite caller, Seth Hayes. How was Raw for you tonight?
It was, I didn't watch it.
That's awesome. Like this show about Raw. Nobody likes Raw. Nobody watches Raw.
Oh god.
I thought that summed it up pretty well. Everyone seems to be indignant about professional wrestling who calls this show. I'm not sure why they're all big fans of it.
There's a lot of Australians that call this show too, which I thought was pretty interesting. Just because of the accent alone, I was like, that's fucking really cool. Anyway, here's my clip that I think sums it up.
I am Kevin Scampoli, Kelvin Scarpelli. I'm the guy you fucked over. I'm Kirk Scarpese.
What the fuck?
The guy's got 3 names. It's awesome.
Kurt Scarpese, Kevin Scarpoli, the guy you fucked over.
It's Kelvin Scarpoli, Kevin Scampoli. No, I'm getting that wrong. Kelvin I don't even know. He's got 3 different names now. It's pretty amazing.
Did you hear the theme song too? It's like, this is not my life. This is not my something.
I assume that's probably one of the professional wrestlers' walk-on songs or something.
I wanted to believe that it was, but it was recorded specifically for this show.
Well, speaking of songs specifically recorded for this show, do you want to play my clip number 6? I actually did some production work. I put some effort into this one. Okay. So you're going to hear him tease this song, and then I'm going to play the part later in the show when he plays the song.
Boy, this is a huge 4th hour. We will be debuting a brand new portion of the Bagel Song, an unplayed version of the Bagel Song. You want to rap with me?
Yeah, I want to do the first verse. Unless you want to do the first, I could do the second.
How about this? I do have an unheard portion of the Bagel Song. Oh, hey, hey, bagels, bagel song, bagels. Hey, that was an exclusive snippet, Jacob, of the Bagel Song. Never before played on here.
Wow.
I added the wow.
Oh, all right.
I like this show. This show is funny.
Oh my god!
I don't know why you're hating on it so much. That bagel song's pretty sweet.
This is not my life. Holy fuck! The thing that killed me about this guy is he's the type of guy that needs to tell you all the time how fucked up he is, how drunk he is, or how high he is.
That was an ongoing thing of how he was wasted and doing drugs.
I mean, because I was so drunk and high by the end of this Raw, and then I can't even see straight. I can't stand.
We all know this guy that's just like, dude, I was so fucked up, man. Here's the other intro, just the intro to the whole show itself.
Listen, the whole fucking show is starting. Drop whatever shit you're doing now.
All right, everybody, let's join Kevin Scampoli with the 4th hour of Raw. What'd you say? Kevin Scampoli's here to make wrestling a little motherfucking better for you. Got a question? Call in with the post-Raw discussion starring Kevin Scampoli of TWFS.
I love what I...
Okay. Yeah, it's profanity laced, I would say.
Yeah. Well, it's the whole fucking show. I think it's like TWFS, the whole fucking show. That's like That's like really what the show is called. I think this is just like a side thing that they do because I was looking on the website and stuff at their website.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 shows that these guys do about wrestling. This is just the one that happens right after Raw.
Right.
The call-in show. So there's a lot to talk about in wrestling, Kevin. I mean, you can't do it with just one show a week.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about. It's
interesting that you can tell who the audience is for this. It's a little bit backwoods. It's a little bit I don't know. It doesn't seem like 2016 to me. I listen to can you play the track 7? I called this, I'm not PC, but Jesus Christ, this is super homophobic for the year 2016.
Fuck yeah, man.
So, Sammy,
I've been on straight edge, and I really don't do drugs, but fuck yeah, do the drugs.
We have a fucking X tattoo, homo.
Hell nah, fuck all that gay shit.
I had this best friend when I was a teenager named Ricky. And then we used to make fun of straight edge people. Fast forward to like when we were 17, he has a big X on his fucking calf. Because anyone with a calf tattoo is cool as fuck, apparently. And this kid sucks. And last time I talked to Ricky, right, I go on his Facebook a year and a half ago because he deleted me, and I just wrote, you grew up to be the biggest faggot, and that was the last I talked to him.
Wow.
This is unbelievable. This show has a lot of listeners. I mean, how many callers do you think they took in the hour-long show, Kevin?
About 1,000 too many. There was way too many.
It was a ton of callers. People are listening and actively participating in this show.
Yes.
And it's amazing. These people talk like they're 12-year-olds.
Yeah. This is not my life.
Which is probably why I liked it so much.
I can't believe you liked it.
I have a ton of clips. I know. I can't believe it either.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I was laughing at this show. I don't know if I was laughing with it or at it, but either way, it was enjoyable.
There's a part of here that he refers to this a bunch of times. I just wanted to point it out. Now, you know that my profession is that I work with computers, right? That's what I've done. It's what I've done for my entire life.
Oh, good.
Right?
Oh, but I was hoping you were going to talk about this because I have some questions for you. Kevin is an IT guy.
Yes.
So I actually did have some questions. Go ahead and play the clip. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, here we go.
Where I was setting up an Ethernet cable again during. All right, here's how my Raw went. We spent the first 30 minutes setting up an Ethernet cable.
All right, now.
I was going to ask you, setting up an Ethernet cable, how could that possibly take a half an hour?
There is no humanly possible way that it could take 30 minutes to set up an Ethernet cable. An Ethernet cable is a cable that plugs into an Ethernet port on two ends.
It actually fits perfectly into the Ethernet port.
That's true.
There's no work that needs to be done.
Right.
You put it in there, it slides right in.
Right. There's no tools. There's nothing else that's needed.
Talk dirty to it. It's amazing.
Yes. You don't have to lube it up.
There's no foreplay.
Right. There's nothing that's needed at all. The only possible thing that I could think of to validate what this asshole's saying is that that he had to run an Ethernet cable, meaning like he had to like make one or run it, from upstairs to downstairs or something. It's the only thing I can think of that would take amount of time to actually set up an Ethernet cable.
He references this work that he did with the Ethernet cable like 3 or 4 times throughout the show, so it was obviously a very big deal for him.
Yes.
But this actually segues very nicely. I clipped the same thing, but I have a little bit different version of it. If you want to play my clip, what I call number 2, it's called "People Who Watch Raw Don't Actually Watch Raw."
Okay.
All right, here's how my Raw went. We spent the first 30 minutes setting up an Ethernet cable. So that went pretty good. I missed the whole first 30 minutes. Came back just in time for Dolphers Kevin Owens in progress, but I missed that. I missed the rest of that because I'm not going to piss myself to watch Raw. So apparently I come back and our boy KO won. What happened? He lost?
He lost. But surprisingly, I went to get a bottle of water or whatever, and all of a sudden I came back, Dolph Ziggler won. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So nobody's watching this
No
show.
one's watching.
So for the review, this guy's only job is to talk about this show. He doesn't even watch the show. He's like, what happened? I don't know. I didn't watch it either.
Yeah.
What kind of conversation is that?
I was gonna piss myself over this. Come on. I don't have 4 goddamn podcasts devoted to this stupid fucking sport. Being a
there are commercial breaks throughout a wrestling show. There's a lot of commercial breaks.
That's true, but not
entire match because he's peeing.
Not 30-minute long commercial breaks to run an Ethernet cable though. So
setting up an Ethernet cable took a long time. That's a good point.
That's very, very true. So here's one of the callers that I just really love the guy's voice.
I'm getting back from sobbing like a small child. Jesus, I didn't expect that speech to be so good.
Jesus, I didn't expect that speech to be so good. He sounds like Lars Ulrich, doesn't it? Oh my Jesus! I was like, we were playing Enter Sandman, and I was like, I didn't expect the intro to that song to be so long.
Yeah, that color's awesome. He's talking about there was on Raw, Daniel Bryan retired, who's a wrestler I've never heard of. Right. And he did some retirement speech, and he was sobbing over this retirement speech. And then later on, a caller calls up and goes, that speech was bullshit. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
The host totally agreed with him. He's like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. What? He's like, why are you the first person to say this one sucked? The speech was horrible.
The guy sobbing over it, and fans are like, yeah, that was terrible. Because shit.
He says this is right in the beginning of the show. He throws this joke out there that goes nowhere.
And he's going to have to tell me a little bit about Raw because I spent more time on Where's My Refund than watching Raw.
I spend more time on Where's My No, you spent more time running an Ethernet cable than doing anything related to the show.
I thought you were peeing. Which is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does miss on a lot of his attempts at jokes. One thing that I thought was funny, and this is going to get a little bit like Inception, because he plays clips of Raw, and we're playing clips of him playing clips of Raw. So play number 3, the Miz clip there.
I do love the Social Outcasts. They were my favorite until I knew that Miz had celebrity dentists. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's coming.
If not for the courageous hard work of my team of celebrity dentists working around the clock on emergency bridge work, the WWE Universe might have lost its resident matinee idol permanently.
All right, so this actually I thought was really funny. This is why I used to watch wrestling, was for the stuff like this. That's a really funny smack talk.
Yeah. The funny thing, the little I know about, wrestling nowadays, because I used to, I'd be a fan back with the Steve Austin days, the Attitude Era, if you will.
I think you and I used to watch Raw together.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking big. It was really big. What it was late 90s, probably, right?
Late 90s with Stone Cold, and then when The Rock got involved.
Right.
I just needed to smell what he was cooking, so I was all in.
Yes. We did. We both together smelled what he was cooking, I think, quite frequently.
Quite frequently.
Yeah. So, I know a little bit about like what's going on now, and the Miz is like, it's an over the top, like hokey, joke character, obviously.
Right.
But he's also the dude that was on the Road Rules or whatever. So he was on like MTV. He was a reality star before he even became a wrestler.
Okay,
And now
I
he's
didn't
like,
know this.
now he's like this huge wrestler. And now he's like in movies and shit. Like, there's shitty WWE movies, but he's like whatever. He's an actor or whatever.
Well,
so
better than the Tooth Fairy. I mean,
Well,
if he's in movies, that's impressive enough.
That's very true. But he, so I understand his character. I mean, how like it's supposed to be over the. I mean, obviously they're all fucking supposed to be over the top, but the Daniel Bryant thing, like I don't know anything about the guy, but from what I gather, he was just sort of like an everyman who was this wrestler, and everybody seemed to really, really like the guy. And this actual Raw was taped in Seattle, so the one that they're reviewing was taped pretty close to me. Not that has any bearing on anything that I'm talking about right now. For some reason, I just had to bring it up because I'm really.
Oh
cool.
wow, you're in the Northwest.
Yeah.
You're
Ooh. Yeah. All right, so I wanted to play this. This is a call that he takes based off of what this caller was asked what he thought of Raw.
It sucked.
Oh, okay. And why did it suck?
I hated how Dean Ambrose got his ass kicked by Lesnar. That should have been an all-out brawl.
Yeah, I agree. This is the kind of menial.
I did think it was funny when they were talking about these fake matches. Like the wrestling fans are pissed about the writers.
Yeah.
They're not interested in anyone's ability to wrestle or their athleticism. It's all about like, why do they have this storyline going, and why didn't this guy beat that guy? It's really bizarre.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that talk like when I feel like when I was into wrestling, I talked a lot about the storylines and like all the behind the scenes shit. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit that interested me. But these fans seem to be like really into like the actual matches, like who won and shit. I'm like, what fucking difference does it make? It's not.
Right. The wrestling matches are the worst part of Raw.
Right.
It's so boring.
Right.
The fake fighting is so boring, and these guys are like, that should have been a brawl, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't give him an upper leg stomp, to his face. I mean, obviously that's his move. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's a wrestler called Ryback that they talk about a lot in here, and they spend a lot of time talking about the clothes that the guy's wearing. Like he came out apparently wearing something different than he normally wears, and he took like 3 calls that were talking about that. They're like, I don't know if actually let me do it this way. I don't know. I just don't think if Ryback is wearing his singlet like that, he should be wearing something else. And then like that, it was just
The Australians always had every sentence like with a question mark. It's like, he's wearing these clothes, and it didn't seem like the right clothes. You're like, what, are you asking me or telling me? I'm not...
Yeah, he's wearing a wrestling singlet, and then he went on. He's talking about Daniel Bryant, and then he got a goddamn blooming onion, right? And he threw the blooming onion into the audience.
Were you just playing a clip, or were you actually just doing an impression? I couldn't tell.
I was doing an impression, obviously, but
that was you. Oh, okay. It sounded.
All right. So the other thing I wanted to point out about Kevin Scarpese or whatever the fuck his name is, is that he apparently is going through a divorce. I don't know what the hell's going on, but he has kids, and then he had a wife, and he complains a shit ton about how his wife left him, but left him the kids, and I don't really understand what is going on, but
he seems to want to have gotten rid of both his wife and his kids.
Yeah, he seems annoyed that he has to deal with any of it now. So here's a little clip of that. But
I had kids with someone and she left me, but guess what? I still got to deal with the kids.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of how that works.
Yeah, pretty much. But then he did say this is the funniest thing that I heard him say the whole time was this.
You and your fucking diva revolution. Sure, I was at SummerSlam 2013 next to the woman who left me after she stole 2 kids out of my dick.
That was funny. That stole 2 kids out of my dick.
I didn't clip it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I actually think this is funny. I'm trying to goof on this. I'm not even going to clip that one. I thought that was pretty good.
Here's another one where he refers to his kids, which I've never heard anyone refer to kids like this.
I had a 12-hour texting fight with the mother of my soulmates.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Isn't that weird? I'd never heard of kids called soulmates before. I thought that was a little... Sure they called it. All right, I don't want to monopolize all the time here with fucking clips, but
that's good.
He takes
good clips. Keep going.
He takes a call from a guy named Jacob, who has the best fucking voice. Here's Jacob.
Jacob, how was Raw tonight?
I thought it was pretty decent. I liked the retirement speech.
All right, was there anything you hated about Raw?
I hated that Titus O'Neil looked good.
So, yeah, I know. He sounds like the guy who serves French fries to Homer Simpson. Would you like some more salt on that, sir? That's awesome.
My God.
There are a lot of like young kids, and I don't want to make fun of tweeners who are into wrestling, but play track 4. I titled this one "Highly Opinionated Caller."
All right.
Thanks for the call, Steven. How was Raw tonight, Steven?
I don't know. It was Raw. That's pretty much it.
It really was Raw. But how do you feel about the main event being a retirement speech?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The guy calls and talk about Raw. He's like, what do you think about Raw? He's like, I don't know. What do you think about this? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Nothing beats this, though.
I don't know. He's just... I don't know. He's just...
I had to clip that. I fucking laughed out loud while clipping this so many times because I was like, this is the perfect answer to everything.
I don't know. He's just...
I don't know.
I don't know. He's just...
Wait a second. I'm starting to think that you liked this show, too.
No, I did.
You seem to be having some type of fun with this. I think you liked it.
Stole 2 kids out of my dick?
That was my favorite part. The stole kids out of my dick line was funny.
I have to tell you, so on last week's podcast, we reviewed Stuff Your Mom Never Told You, or what was it called? I don't remember now.
Yeah.
It was the exact opposite of this podcast. It was so PC, and Stuff Your Mom Never Told You. That's what it was called.
Yep.
It was so PC, and to listen to this is such a shock to my senses. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it. I'm like, wow, at least this isn't those 2 C's prattling about how to act in public. And speaking of the callers and the non-PC, play track 5. There's just an amazing back and forth with this caller.
So, did you Google Kanye's dick, or am I the only one who took a break from Raw to do that?
I think you're the only one that took a break.
I also spent 30 minutes of Raw setting up an Ethernet cable because I don't work for What Culture and I don't have a fucking tech crew, so I got to do it myself.
That sounds amazing.
It's a fucking torturous life I live, Jacob. I had kids with someone and she left me, but guess what? I still got to deal with the kids.
Wow.
So I guess we played some of that already, but that poor kid, that caller, that was just brutal.
Yeah, that's the Jacob kid. That's this fucking kid.
Yeah.
The one.
You're right.
It's the same kid.
I guess we keep going back to that.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just...
Oh, jeez.
You can't put butter on the milk duds.
Oh, Mr. Simpson.
All right. You have more clips? I have a few more that I want to get to.
Let's see. I think that's probably all that I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let me play a couple, and I don't even know if these really need a lot of comments, but play track 8.
What happened? Don't spread that shit. I got pictures of my balls on Twitter. I don't need pictures of me picking my nose on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw. I'm surprised. Did they take it down yet? Because
no, I took it down. I got too self-conscious. I mean, I could have squeezed harder.
Wow.
So the best part about that is, my pictures of my balls on Twitter. The guy goes, "Yeah, I know, I saw it."
Yeah. Hey, did they take those down yet? Because I didn't fucking save them off yet.
I I know. The guy's like, where did it go, man? I was just looking for your balls last night. They're not there anymore. That's funny. When somebody says that a picture of their balls are up on the internet, the response should not be like, yeah, I know. The response should be, what are you doing, man? Get your balls off the internet.
Exactly. And on Twitter, besides. Like, what's the... Yeah, that was... well, he does go into this whole thing, and you're probably going to talk about this too, but he goes through a thing where he thinks it's really, really funny if he asks people if they pick their nose.
He actually... There's easily a dozen calls in a row where he picks it up and just says, do you pick your nose?
Yes.
And then immediately hangs up on them.
Yeah, and that, has, like, really shit jokes that don't go anywhere.
Right.
When people do... Because most people are like, oh, no, I don't do that. It's like, everyone fucking picks their nose, all right? And even that fucking asshole, this Kevin Scarpoli says the same thing. But I'm like... So to me, it sounded like Larry King. Like, he's like, we're gonna take another phone caller. Do you pick your nose? No? All right, let's go to the next caller.
How important is the board?
How important is the nose for picking?
Follow-up question. Do you need it?
Do you need... Follow-up question. Do you need a tissue? Do you use a tissue or do you wipe it on your sleeve?
Yeah, that was a weird thing that he got into for a while, talking about nose picking. That was not my favorite part of the show. That was pretty terrible. But then after that, they got into another discussion. And actually, if you play number 9, this is a question that I have for you, Kevin.
Hillary Clinton, would you smash it?
Hillary Clinton, would I smash it? I guess smash means vagina, right? Like,
smash doesn't mean vagina.
Well, I mean, it means to...
It means would you hit that? Which is ridiculous. You don't have to answer that question, but I like that you thought smash meant vagina.
Well, I mean, like,
Hillary Clinton, would you vagina that?
Would you vagina?
I would vagina that so hard.
Would I smash? I never heard this term before.
I know. They got into a whole thing about who they would smash and how hard they would smash. It's 12-year-olds. This whole podcast is just 12-year-olds talking. I found it entertaining for that reason, but it is terrible.
Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, this was really... It was a fun listen, better than some of the other ones that we've listened to, just because it was so ridiculous.
It was over the top, for sure. It's over the top, and man, it is super offensive. They live in a whole different world, these wrestling fans.
Yeah, I don't know where geographically this guy is from, but where would you think?
Oh, I would think in the South, probably, right?
Well, he doesn't have any kind of Southern. I'm gonna say
it sounds like me. That's a good point.
I'm gonna say he sounds like they're from like Ohio or like that area. I'm just completely wild guess on where these guys are from, but wrestling in general to me is like something that I understand people like it. I get it. I mean, I can't fucking critique people. I play with fucking Legos, you know what I mean? So it's like I can't get on somebody to be like, why the fuck do you do that, man? Grow up.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So I mean, whatever. If this is
glass houses, yeah.
Yes. If this is your thing, is to watch guys oiled up and fucking be in a soap opera, that's cool. Whatever. You're good. But I just go back to the old Hulk Hogan days. Like, those are the days that I fucking remember. That Hogan would get fucking injured. Like, I'd watch Saturday morning. You'd get up and you'd eat fucking cereal, and you'd watch like Hogan would be like somehow like hit or hurt or something by Undertaker or Earthquake, and then they'd end the whole segment. It'd be like the Brother Love's fucking, remember Brother Love? Like, oh yes, Brother Love. Like, he would. I just remember this very vividly because I was eating cereal and I was this was before I really knew whether or not wrestling was real or not. Like, it still was is it fucking real or what?
I remember that was debatable in the 80s. We would have conversations about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, this, for the audience, this wasn't like the 90s. We didn't fucking believe that. But this is like, in the 80s when Hogan was like, really big, the training, the prayers, and the vitamins and all that shit. He got hurt.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, he got hurt by earthquake on the fucking Brother Love show, and I remember they're pulling him out, and they're like, "Oh my God, his ribs are probably broken," and like Hogan's like, "Oh brother, oh," like that's how he
Wait
was.
A second. Wait a second. Are we now doing a wrestling show? What just happened?
Oh,
you know what?
Brother.
WATP. We should probably talk about 80s wrestling. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Instead?
Yeah.
Hey, next week on WATP, we'll be watching Saturday morning WWF.
Brother. Oh, brother.
The Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. Elizabeth.
You know what, dude? With my HMO, fix my broken ribs, brother.
I got a high deductible plan, but I'm not worried about it, bro.
Oh, shit, bro. I left my Aetna card in my other tights, bro.
All right. I told myself that when we started doing Hulk impressions back and forth. So, that was fun.
Yes.
Next week, we're going to do it again. We're going to listen to another podcast and give you our critique of it, play you some clips. And the podcast we're going to do next time is one called The Kongversation, Donkey Kong Universe Discussion. The episode is called Young Conquer Rumors. And Kevin, play the clip.
Yes, well, this episode we will be discussing some rumors about a potential new Donkey Kong Universe game. Maybe it's bullshit. I don't know. This is the 4th season and we're still waiting on Diddy Kong Racing Wii U, so you know how these things tend to go, but...
Oh my God, dude.
It's going to be a fun one. So these guys have a podcast that only talks about the Donkey Kong universe, and they have dozens of podcasts that are hours long. I have no idea what they're talking about.
That dude's voice, he sounds like the guy from Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
You ever watch that show?
Play the, yeah. I know
exactly real quick again.
Yes, well, this episode we will be discussing some rumors about a potential new Donkey Kong Universe.
Right there, it sounds just like he's like, so when the Donkey Kong came down, that's when the aliens were there.
That show's hilarious because they talk about it like it's a fact.
Yeah, no, because there's no.
Yeah, so obviously in 2000 BC, the aliens came down and started mating with humans, and that's why you're like, okay, right.
There's that one dude on there, I forget his name. I think it's like David something. He's like, and then we went to Tiwanaku, and the guy's voice, I love it. I just do it every time it comes on. He's like, yeah. And then they went to ancient Ireland, and these people saw the gods and thought, who are these people coming down and playing with our rocks?
Well, you're going to have a good time with this podcast, Ed, because these guys are interesting.
Yeah.
So that's next week, the Kongversation.
Conversation, yes.
Looking forward to that. So we won't listen to another wrestling podcast for another week or two.
Yeah.
So we'll get off this wrestling thing.
Yeah, we're gonna shut this off, and I'm gonna just do Hulk Hogan fucking impressions to myself. From every brother.
Ooh yeah! Step into it. Step into it, Kevin.
I'm gonna go grocery shopping a little bit after this. Yeah. I'm gonna go get me some apples. Yeah.
The best is the Iron Sheik when he's ranting about Macho Man, and then someone will say Miss Elizabeth. He'll go, oh, Miss Elizabeth. Oh, you know, like. I can't do an Iron Sheik impression.
I can't either. But he's very entertaining to say the least. But we could probably have a spin-off fucking impression of 80s wrestlers show podcast if we really want to.
A show where we just yell at each other like wrestlers in the 80s. That'd be really funny.
We just cut promos for fucking 30 minutes.
That's not a good clip, Kevin, and I'll tell you something else. When I get down there, my boot's going to be square in your ass.
Well, what I wanted to say was when the boots were found in Tiwanaku, Chica Chaka Choo Choo.
Oh, I think we're going to edit most of this out.
Yeah. All right. I think that's the show for.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
All right, take care, everybody.
That was episode 3, Raw's 4th hour. And in that, you heard at the end, Kevin mentioned about doing Hulk Hogan impressions. Well, Kevin become notoriously known for his impressions on the show. And even still today, when you listen to the intro bumper of WATP, they still sometimes use drops of Kevin's impressions, I believe. If you ever remember Cobra Commander later in the show history or whatever, eventually becomes a recurring character Kevin does. I'm sure y'all heard that. And as I said, he's also the Isotopes announcer. If you ever go see the Isotopes, this band right out here, they still play audio clips of Kevin introducing the band and all that stuff. Unfortunately, we didn't have any tonight. I think we got to the club a little too late. This is called Recycle to the Extreme. You also notice in these beginning episodes, there's no voicemail segment yet. There's no cringe of the week. Not even the reviews yet. Which all that will come in time as the show progresses. A lot of stuff is added and all that. But like I said, I think they started out just recorded like a handful of shows all at once, and then they kind of like released them like a week at a time. So as a lot of shows that start out will do that, just to kind of get a feel of like what it is they want, what do people listening to the show wants. And that's always a good advice when you're starting out your own podcast. So like, come up with an idea, try to stick closely to that idea, and like change it up here and there in the beginning, and then till you get it, not only till you get it right, but till you get something that you enjoy. Because the worst thing to do is a show or something that you absolutely hate. And you sometimes find that nowadays with guys that have been on shows for like years now, and you can tell they probably don't enjoy doing it, but they really got nothing else to do, or not willing to make a change or anything like that. But you always have to be willing to try different things and test the waters, see what's good, what's not good. I say if you follow W from, like I said, almost 10 years now, they switched a lot of things up throughout the years. Like I said, it used to only be once a week on Saturday, and then they eventually got the their Discord set up back in, I think, 2019-ish, and they were able to you're able to listen to the show live while they record it and interact with them in the chat. And that became a feature on the show where they were able to like introduce people such as Vic, my favorite review girl personally, and other features like that throughout the years. Like I said, this show's been around for like almost 10 years now, so every so often it does change. I know now recently a lot of people are, I guess Wednesdays are the Adam Bush era. You know, even people who still you see complaining that they hate Bush, or some people like Boom, or some people just say they hate him just to say it, this and that. But everything changes over time and stuff. So what will be the next thing he decides to do? Who knows? It's all up to him. But the main core of the show, reviewing podcasts, has never changed. And through the years, they found podcasts that they like and they keep coming back to, such as Opie, John, Tom Myers, Jerry Banfield, Patrick Michaels, and like others that still come along throughout the years. So it's always keep listening to and interesting. Wow, that guitar player is awesome. What was his name again? Handsome Be Wonderful. Oh, perfect. Oh, freaking Lance Uppercut. Admiral Awesome on the drums and Rock Strongo on the bass. Yeah. Find out more at the isotopes.com and all that stuff. They do cover songs. Unfortunately, I don't think on our date tonight we're going to hear any, but go give it a listen to on wherever you find music, blah, 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 you know the rest. On to the next one. You heard at the end of that, you heard at the last show they mentioned the Conversation. It's a show that mainly went over the history and all that of Donkey Kong video game and all its features and different games that came out and all the series. And to look it up, like I said, 2016 they did this. This show, The Conversation, is still going on today. There must be a real market for Donkey Kong lovers out there. But in this episode, you'll hear why. And what was that? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if the Duke could do that nowadays on his guitar. But anyway, we'll get back to the show here. This was episode 4 from March 2016. And The Conversation. Alright, not fucking around. Alright. Here you go.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts? I'm Kevin.
And I'm Carl.
And we listen to podcasts so you don't have to. On today's show, we'll be analyzing and reviewing a podcast called The Conversation, episode number 406, titled Young Conquer Rumors. As always, we both listen to the show separately. We have not discussed it beforehand with each other. So without further ado, let's find out once and for all, who are these podcasts?
It's showtime.
WATP.
Thanks for joining us. WATP. It's 20 minutes past the hour.
It actually is 20 minutes past the hour. That's the beautiful part of what you just said.
I'm a professional, Kevin.
Fuck.
I'm a professional.
I need to become a professional.
We listened to a podcast called The Conversation. This is a podcast that's all about the Donkey Kong universe.
Yeah, it is.
And as you mentioned in the intro there, this was episode number 460 something.
Well, it's season 4, episode 6. I think that's how they do the. It's 406, meaning, yeah, season 4, episode 6. But regardless, there's 4 fucking seasons of this, meaning I'm assuming 12 episodes per season, if that's how they do it.
Well, no. This isn't a television show.
Well, I think that's how they're doing their numbering, though. Because, good God, if they had 400 fucking episodes.
No, I'm looking at the website now. This was episode, and I misspoke, but this is episode 406. There's They're already up to 408 now that we're doing this show.
Oh, my God.
This is unbelievable. And I do want to get right into it because the clip, I know you have a lot of clips. I have a bunch of clips. They're really funny. But I was looking on their website where they have their forum.
Yeah.
Within the Donkey Kong discussion, there are 2,333 topics that consist of over 76,000 replies.
Holy shit.
I had no idea this was going on.
I can't.
This was all news to me.
I barely know of the existence of these games, but that means that there's communities of fucking people who are like following every little nuance and whatever with these fucking characters. I completely
heard of any game that they talked about on this show. I was totally lost.
Me too. Yeah, and I don't know if it's because I got to assume these guys are both like, I don't know, in their late 20s, early 30s. I mean, they're referencing N64, which I guess you could still play now, but I can't really gauge how old these guys are.
I had no idea what they were talking about. I have no idea what their age is. I actually broke Google at one point trying to figure out what the fuck they were talking about. So my apologies to Eric Schmidt.
Don't you mean alphabet?
I broke alphabet.
Okay.
So we should probably start playing some clips.
Okay.
Because people need to know what we just subjected ourselves to.
Yeah.
Do you have a clip? We always like to start the show by playing a short clip that we think summarizes the entire episode. So do you have a clip that you want to share?
Yeah, I do. This is just one of the many clips that came out of here that really sum up the mentality of what this show is about, like who they're catering to.
Okay.
And I kind of fan-wanked that Donkey Kong was more aggressive in that game because he was pissed off that Kongs were staging the coup d'etat, and
so you've already hit on something that, you know, I talked about. I was Googling everything. I did not know the word fan wank.
Well, I didn't either, and I actually clipped that a couple times because I'm like, well, that should have been the name of the show.
Well, I think they're so used to fan wank, they just use that as if it's everyone uses that word. I've never heard of that.
No, I haven't either, and I think it's actually a pretty good term for what they're doing.
I'm disappointed in you, Kevin. You're a much bigger nerd than I am. I thought you would know fan wank. I thought you would know all this crap.
I thought so too. I really did. I'm disappointed in my old nerdery, honestly.
So can you explain to me what fan wank means?
To me, it would be like kind of like a fan circle jerk, if you will. So it's like, so.
Yeah, well, I think you're right. I think it is a circle jerk.
Yeah.
One of the things I read on Urban Dictionary was that when you fan wank something, you explain away something that's ridiculous, like a plot hole, and you explain it away because you love it so much that you give it a break when it's poorly written or poorly executed.
Oh.
I think that's the way they were using it. I know it's my brain's about to explode just thinking of what the hell that even refers to. But it's almost like if you were a big Star Wars nerd, you might fan wank Jar Jar Binks, I think is how that would be.
See, because I would think like if you were a Star Wars fan and you were fan wanking, you'd be discussing like the nuances of like the cantina bar scene or something. Like that would be a fan wank because you're just...
I think you'd be bukkake-ing Jar Jar Binks if you were fan wanking Star Wars. I'm going to go with that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
I want to... Could somebody Photoshop that, please? If anybody's listening, please Photoshop that.
Oh.
All right, so why don't you play number 5 from my clips?
Okay.
So speaking of Conquer, so, okay, one.
These guys are not very good at broadcasting. They're not very good at forming words and sentences. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that going on in this show.
The best part about that is when you just said that your Skype connection was kind of little. You're like, they're not very good.
So you're saying that Skype just fan wanked my
Yes.
broadcasting?
Skype just
I'm
teabagged.
gonna make fan wank mean everything. So one of the things that these guys do now, they're giant nerds. Obviously, they host a podcast called The Conversation. One of the things that they do is they make a lot of goofy voices. And I'm embarrassed to play this clip because I think if you listen back to our last episode when we were listening to Raw's Fourth Hour, I think you and I, Kevin, were pulling out every goofy voice we could possibly pull out. So I'm totally making fun of myself here. But play number 3, the Goofy Voices track.
But do not infringe on our intellectual property.
Hello? This is Chris Seaver. I've forgotten how to speak at a normal rate.
Woohoo! Poop monster.
You're not allowed to have fun when playing Smash Brothers.
Horrors of War.
It's a terrible thing, you know.
5 stars, please.
Right. Okay, so
I don't know which guy is which. They're both the biggest nerds. I don't know if one guy does all the goofy voices or if they go back and forth. I couldn't tell.
Well, one of them, his name is Hyle, Hyle.
Yeah.
And he's the guy who has the Ancient Aliens sounding voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he's this guy.
Yes, well, this episode we will be discussing some rumors about a potential new Donkey Kong Universe game.
A potential new Donkey Kong Universe game.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, and I pulled another time where they're doing some goofy voices, but I actually thought this was a very good impression of one Hulk Hogan.
Would you like a continental breakfast, brother?
I thought that was pretty good.
That was the most depressing thing because you and I were doing that.
I know. Yeah.
Show, and I'm listening to these assholes and going, "Oh no,
yeah,
we're terrible."
It's not quite as good as mine. I'm gonna just say I'll toot my own goddamn horn on my impression talent.
Yeah, it is interesting how there was a lot of wrestling talk in this episode. We can't get away. We got to get away from these conversations about wrestling.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back. Play my first clip. They're asking for money within the first 90 seconds of the show. And I do want to point out the first 9 minutes of the show, and it was close to an hour. The first 9 minutes, the only thing they did was ask for money and promote other shows that they do.
Yeah, I was going to...
That's not a good way to start a podcast. I was struggling through that. And granted, it didn't get better. But that was a really terrible way to start off.
No, and I wrote the same thing down. The first 9 minutes is them pandering, not pandering, but I mean, they're asking for donations to their website so they can continue doing
Play track 1. I think people will get a good understanding of what was going on.
Money is now in the picture because we want to try and bring you guys a higher quality of entertainment, bang for your buck.
We want something that's actually professional.
All right, my question to you, Kevin: how much money would it take to get this show professional sounding?
Well, I can tell you, in the little time that I've been doing podcasting and editing in general, they don't fucking edit this podcast at all. There is absolutely no edits going on. In fact, I have a really good example of all the lip smacks that they didn't take out. I actually compiled them into one clip, which sounds like a fucking Skrillex track.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Here. All right, so
wait a second. That wasn't you doing that just now? That was actually from the show?
Yeah, let me turn it up just a tiny bit here. All right. So that was over an hour of lip smacks condensed into...
With the right light show and a little bit of Molly, I think I could have a lot of fun with that track. I actually have, if you look at my track 7, I call this amazing description of a video game character with lip smack because it does end with just a perfect lip smack.
Okay.
And he also seemed a little bit more self-aware too. In that game, like he a little down on himself, but not like horribly depressed anymore. But he was just like, I'm kind of a piece of shit, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
But
So
I left the list back in because it was great, but I don't know video games well enough. Maybe I'm in the wrong here. But is that really what's going on, where you can understand the feelings of the characters? And I was blown away by that whole description.
Well, me too. And they talk a lot about this Conquer character, which I have no fucking clue what this is. It's like a squirrel or something.
Yeah,
I'm not real sure.
It's a drunk squirrel. I don't know how it fits into the Donkey Kong universe. I didn't, like I said, Google broke. But apparently it's a drunk squirrel that's been in a couple games in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's supposed to be kind of funny, and it has all these other kind of, inside jokes and raunchy things put in there. Because they talk about dildos at one point, and I don't know, they get on this dildo tangent and whether or not Conquer has dildos in it based off of what they said. And I don't know, here's the clip.
And dildos. Gotta have the dildos.
Don't forget dildos.
Don't forget dildos.
There's a certain way that virgins say the word dildo, and it's always that. Dildos!
Dildos!
They've never seen a girl with a dildo. I mean, it's just so funny. They think it's hilarious. Dildos.
The other thing that they do, and this is just annoying, not just here, but to me personally, when someone is speaking and they say hashtag and then follow it with something, I want to destroy that person. There's something, I don't know what it is about it. Well, maybe
I didn't clip those. If you have it, play.
Yeah, he's got two. I clipped two of them. Here's the first one.
Hashtag I am mildly annoyed by Kevin Callahan.
All right, so that's the first one, and I should say that it's named hashtag douchery number 1. Here's the second.
Hashtag trigger warning.
And boy, they think that's hilarious, the hashtag thing. Now,
I wrote down a note. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
I had questions about this. Are hashtag jokes still funny?
Hashtag, that was never funny. And
that was my second question.
Yeah, it was never funny because it doesn't make any sense.
No.
And I think people don't
really talk.
Well, people don't understand. The majority of the population does not understand how a hashtag works. And then I don't know if I need to. I don't need to explain it to you. I know, but I'm assuming the rest of our audience is smart enough to know what the fuck a hashtag is and how and why you would use it.
I'm sure that guy knows what a hashtag is. Yeah.
But I think it's really funny, and I loathe when people use it for a description of something when that's not really its main purpose, like on Facebook or whatever, when they use it. And now I understand Facebook recognizes hashtags now, but it's like
Well, listen, the way the hashtags are used on social media, I don't have a problem with, except for when they try to be the punchline, which is terrible. But organize conversations, and obviously I was watching the Academy Awards and laughing at all the jokes because you can follow it with the hashtag Oscars. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Right. But when you use it in conversation to try to make jokes and they're just not funny jokes at all, maybe I'm taking it a little too personally. Really, I'm amazed that these guys have the show that they have. There's obviously a lot of people like them. But I think track 4 that I clipped sums up exactly what I'm trying to say here. I felt like I was watching Revenge of the Nerds at one point because I'm listening to these guys talking. They're doing everything over the top with the laughing and the voices, the conversation.
Yeah, it does. These guys are shot out of a goddamn cannon in the beginning of this. And they just, make a fucking hour-long hashtag-filled nonsense about characters that really...
Well, okay, so the best thing about this whole show is about this rumor around a new video game for this, what's his name? Conquer?
Conquer, yeah.
Conquer. This Conquer character. And at a certain point, and this is pretty relatively early in the show, they pretty much admit that there's no reason to listen to the rest of the show, that the whole thing is horseshit. Go ahead and play track 6.
So let's operate under the assumption that this is a thing, because the conceit of this episode is Young Conquer rumors. So let's just play into it.
All
and I mindlessly speculating, sure, why not?
So they both don't think this is actually real. They think the rumor is bullshit. They have no information to share, and what their premise of the show is, this isn't real. But if it were, let's just make up random things that could possibly be true about it. Complete waste of everybody's time.
Yeah. Well, if you look at some of the other episode titles, the entire 400 goddamn episodes is a waste of time.
I would imagine there aren't a lot of deep insights in any of these shows. I have a clip on here I'd love for you to play. It's called "Just When I Thought It Couldn't Get Nerdier."
By the way, golems are supposedly Jewish in nature, so I don't really know how they get like a Mayan temple out of that. But okay.
Yeah, that was another weird thing on behalf of the Conquer's Pocket Tales team. Like, this is not a golem.
Every vagina just dried up across the land. What the hell kind of conversation is that?
There's a collective sucking in sound of all juices. Oh my god!
Oh my god! It's terrible.
It's funny because I wanted him to talk more about golems and fucking Aztec or whatever the hell he was talking about, because then it would really remind me a lot of Ancient Aliens if you really got into that more. And he was like, "Well, golems are not really about." They're not really about Aztec temples, but let me tell you what is. Tiwanaku. And Tiwanaku, when the gods came down, they brought down Conker's video game. And
Can we get that guy to be a guest on our show? He's not doing anything. He's probably available. We got to reach out to him.
That dude is fucking rich now. You know how much fucking hair product that guy uses?
Now I'm actually Googling it as we talk, because I want to see what this guy's name is.
Oh, it's Giorgio something. Sokolos or something?
Dude, we got to get this guy on our show.
If you can't pronounce my last name, it is because the aliens put that in your brain. All right?
He's from Lucerne, Switzerland, but he went to Ithaca College.
I went to Ithaca College. Let me tell you a little bit about Central New York.
How is it that Ithaca College doesn't get this taken off of his Wikipedia page? Would you want some people to do research on Ithaca College and see that this dummy went to college there? Yeah, this is the guy who is the expert on Ancient Aliens. He got his education right here at Ithaca College.
I went to school there, and underneath the school, there is a stone tablet. And on the tablet was 3 hieroglyphics. Each of them said that there was a cafeteria inside the building. I did not realize.
Now, who would have known this?
Who would have known this? Yes, exactly. Who would have known that there was chicken patties for lunch that day if it wasn't aliens that came down and then...
We're getting way off that.
All right.
I feel like you have like 10 more clips to play, and this show was really gold. It was a lot of fun. You probably should play these clips.
Yeah, I have one here. They're referring to a rapist in one of the games. I don't know what that's about, but here it is.
You're essentially just as bad as the rapist in the game.
So they're talking about Conker and these little gear or cogs or something. I don't know what it is, but there's apparently somebody gets raped in the game, like or whatever. You have to make these cog things go up and get abused by. I'm like, what the? This is when I first.
I didn't follow this at all. That's why I didn't clip it. I had no idea what they were talking about.
Well, and that's why, I mean, it was more, not that, Microsoft is going to condone rape in a game, but I'm like, Jesus, if this was Nintendo, you're not going to have any kind of sexual.
Oh, Kevin, actually, Bill Gates is very pro-rape. He's come out and said that multiple times.
Really?
Oh, yeah, no, that's why Microsoft put this game out. It's they're very pro-rape. Yeah, what's funny is because these guys reminded me of Revenge of the Nerds, I started thinking about that movie.
Yeah.
And it's so that would never be made today. It's so illegal. The way they get their revenge, the Revenge of the Nerds, is they put video cameras in the sorority house and videotape naked women without them knowing about it.
Yeah.
And then the main nerd rapes the chick at the end because he's got the mask on. She thinks he's somebody else.
Yeah, in the moon room.
That's
I forgot about that.
That's supposed to be like this awesome epic thing that he did. It's like, no, you just raped somebody. That's not really all that cool.
Yeah, those nerds were pretty horrible people, actually. Now that
they were terrible people.
Now that I really think about it, but
we've got Bush.
Yeah, that may have been the first time I had actually ever seen a vagina. Was that
first
movie?
And last for me.
First and last? Okay. I just remember it being really hairy and not really know. I mean, as a kid, I'm like, I don't really get what the fuss is. As a kid, I was so, I don't know, like, oh, really? That's what all the big deal is? It's just a fucking pile of hair. And then I realized there's more to it than hair.
That was a great movie when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But looking back at it, it's so ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure Bill Gates still thinks it's great, but I personally do not condone that type of behavior.
Oh, the rape culture at Microsoft. You know everything about it. We're gonna get sued
I don't
now.
mind talking about Bill Gates. I don't think he has the money to sue us.
Nah, got it. He would never find this. It's not like it's on any digital media or anything where it would be easy.
What does Microsoft know about the internet?
Exactly. Internet Explorer. That's what they know.
Well, we can make fun of Microsoft another time.
All right. What else we have here to clip or to play? I have a couple ones about fan wank, which we kind of went over a little bit more. Here's one that I labeled Deep Conquer Discussion. This is a real deep one.
It would have to take place in a very specific window if you're going to acknowledge Pocket Tales and or Diddy Kong Racing at all. And
it's so in depth how they're talking about how they're going to reference it, and the continuity of the games was another thing that they were getting into. I was like,
so there was a part in this show, and it was too convoluted to clip and listen back to, but they were talking about there's these two games that came out. They're like 3 years apart, and they're speculating what happened in the time in between those games and how Conker got along with his girlfriend, but they were bad influences on each other and caused him to get a drinking problem. This whole discussion is insane.
Yeah. Do you think there's a Qbert podcast where they?
Oh my God, if there is. That's what I want to do our next show on.
Like they're just like lamenting all the time between Qbert games and.
Well, man, Qbert really was coming from a place where he's pretty depressed. The snake was always jumping on him, or he was jumping on the snake, and either way, he dies. So he's pretty bummed about that.
Oh my God! Speaking of Qbert, I watched Pixels on fucking cable the other night. Yes.
You hate yourself?
It was on Stars, and I have Stars for some reason. And I watched it. I made myself watch it. And
you could have been listening to a shitty podcast. Why are you watching such movies?
That's true.
What'd you think?
It was totally terrible. And I mean, I'm into all that fucking 80s arcade nostalgia and shit, and it's just, it was really, really fucking bad.
I was talking to my nephew about that movie, and my nephew, he doesn't know what's good or bad yet. I try to tell him that shit sucks, but he doesn't listen to me all the time. So he was explaining to me that Pixels was actually a really good movie, but it would have been better if it wasn't Adam Sandler, which is probably a good point, but it's an Adam Sandler movie. It doesn't work that way. You can't just take the person who made the movie out. I guess, all right, life would be better without Adam Sandler. I mean, make a larger point there.
Yeah, it's really fun. Like, to me, the whole Adam Sandler thing is interesting because I want that for myself. I mean, obviously, I'd want fame and money and all that cool shit would be great. But I want like a group of friends, like if one of us made it, that just includes them in every goddamn thing that they do. Rob Schneider isn't really that funny. I mean, he's. I had some cool characters at SNL, but I mean, he's consistently getting work in Adam Sandler movies, and he gets a paycheck. It's a steady paycheck for him. I mean, yeah, he could go off and do his other thing, but it was like just being friends with that group means you're automatically guaranteed money. And I don't know why.
Adam Sandler is literally fan wanking all of these guys. It's crazy. So, Kevin, listen, I know you do stand-up comedy and you're involved in a couple of different projects, but definitely as soon as that hits, I want you to drag my untalented ass along with you all on the way, please.
Yeah, you'll play the token, Asian guy or whatever it is. You'll be the Rob Schneider of the crew.
Carl is a toaster.
A stapler.
I think we make a South Park reference in every show.
Probably. Well, I mean, how could you not? It's
all right. I see that you have a clip called "Riveting Tax Discussion."
Oh yeah,
I remember hearing them.
Oh right,
they got into politics for a little while.
Yeah,
and that was pretty douche chilly.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get that tax exemption status one of these days.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? I've still got to do my taxes. It's.
I love how it ends. It's just like.
I'm starting to get burned out on this now. All right, so real quick, my prep, and I was complaining, when Kevin and I first connected, I was complaining to him that it's taking me longer to clip these shows than I expected to. So I try to prepare for this show like an hour before we do it, and I just can't get through the show and clip everything that I want to clip. So I realized that I have to change my process because I think I'm going to be able to get through this stuff relatively quickly. It takes me a lot longer. And then by the time we're doing the show, I've already just listened to this program and rewound it and clipped things. And I'm so sick of these people now. I'm actually angry about it. I don't even want to listen to any more clips. I need to do this a few days ahead of time so that it's fun again for me. Because right now it's not even fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're choosing podcasts that are kind of ridiculous. I mean, especially the last couple episodes with the wrestling one and
guilty as charged.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we were, and obviously that's what makes it fun is that we get to goof on people who.
But doesn't it start to piss you off though after a little while? Like I can only listen to these shitty podcasts so many times. I know that Kevin famously listened to one of these shows 4 times. One of the podcasts that we reviewed. I don't even know how you could do that. I would certainly kill myself and burn down my house and my neighbors.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to. It's you ever heard this is a fucking horrible analogy, but like when someone's being sexually assaulted, you just have to leave your body. Like if there's no way out of it, you just have to let it happen. And that's kind of what I do with these. I just sort of let it go and let it be what it is.
I think you have Stockholm syndrome. You're like you're starting to like it. I'm going to talk to you next time. You're going to be like, oh yeah, listen to a bunch more of the conversation. There's actually a really good episode in 207 that you got to check out.
Yeah, there's some really good content there. I really think you should check
great
it out.
Content. They do some really funny voices.
Yeah.
So I have an exciting show conclusion clip. This came at the very end of the show, so there's all this speculation about this potential new video game and what it's all about. And here is the conclusion that they come to, the reason why you spent your 58 minutes listening to this.
And final thoughts on Young Conquer Rumors. What do you think? What do you make out of this? What can you tell the public who turned to us for our insights?
All right, are you ready for this, Isle?
I'm ready for it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's literally no way to know.
it was a little bit of a disappointment.
Oh my god!
I don't think they were real prepared on that one.
The preparation that they put the preparation H that's put into this show.
Well, Kevin, if you would just give them $2 a month, then they could quit their jobs and do this full time, which would give you more episodes, and I'm sure they have more time to. That was what the beginning of the show was all about.
Yeah,
and they play track 2. This is part of the thing where they're talking about, if you give us money, here's all the great stuff that you're going to get.
DK Vine now has a Minecraft server. I have fallen head over heels in love with Minecraft. Yeah.
I don't know how you didn't clip that.
Holy shit. It sounded like someone was murdering a cat at the end.
I wish somebody was murdering the host.
Murdering them with a dildo.
Play that again.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I got it. All right. Can you? Oh man, I should have done some production on this.
What?
Can you do the dildo clip into the Minecraft server clip?
I most certainly can.
All right, let's try this.
Right.
And dildos. Gotta have the dildos.
Don't forget dildos. DK heels in love with Minecraft. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm back in. I was pissed off for a second there. Now I'm back in. Kevin, I like this podcast. This is really good. All right, I have an idea. When you listen straight through to their conversation, it's terrible. But if we were just to take these little pieces and reorder them, I think we could make this a really entertaining show. You got your lip smack dance remix.
Yeah.
We got our interesting noises and nerd laughs. All right. I think we're onto something here.
I love my lip smack remix.
Yeah, I think that we should make our own version of this show.
I think we are. I think we already are. Everyone's listening to this now going, Jesus, you know what? I'd rather listen to the goddamn Conquer fucking thing.
Yeah, we're going long on this one. Please alert the affiliates. We're going long.
Yeah. We didn't hit the weather like we were supposed to on the 9s through this. So I was thinking just as possibly for the next episode that maybe we would change it up a little bit in terms of how we do the production of the show. What do you think? So I'm thinking, because the typical way that we would do a show is you listen separately, I listen separately. We both clip or take excerpts of the show that we think are funny, when we write down comments on those. And then the day of the show, the day of taping, we upload those, and then I load them all on to my iPad. So, and that works. But I'm wondering, because there's a lot of times where I'm listening to the show where I just want to make a comment, but it's not really clip worthy. It's not really worth taking a clip.
Yeah. Most of the things that we're listening to and laughing to ourselves as we're listening to these podcasts, you can't really clip it. It doesn't really mean anything without the context around it, but it's ridiculous.
Right. So what I'm thinking is maybe we would try like live reviewing it. Now, not live meaning live record. When you listen to it, it won't be live, but for us,
they call it in the business. They call it live to tape.
Yes, there you go.
So it's not scripted,
right? So we would listen to the next episode, wherever the show is that is chosen, and we would start
talk over it.
Yeah, and start and stop it. When need to, if we need to elaborate or something, and then see maybe how that format works.
I love that idea. And I actually picked a podcast for us for next week that will be perfect for that.
Okay.
Because it's 20 minutes long and it's so monotone. If you want, why don't we play the teaser? This is a podcast called the Popped Podcast. And this is an episode from January 24th of 2016 called Guess Who Got a Website?
South African Nazis, kid camps, daycare, which is, that's fun. So go to popped.bz and take a look at that. B like boy, sorry about that. Z like zebra, I thought I turned that off. Anyway, with any luck, my email won't be chiming in all the time to do this podcast, which is irritating.
It's so funny because people ask me like, are you gonna be able to find enough bad podcasts to make fun of?
Right.
It's hard not to stumble on a bad podcast. So this podcast called Popped that we that we'll try this new format with.
Yeah.
This is the description on iTunes. Popped is a weekly father-daughter news podcast. Now, I did a little research, and I found out that on May 7th of 2015, Felicia, the daughter, left the show. So sad. Now it's just the father, but he hasn't updated the description on iTunes. So this should be a fun one. But I love that idea. That we'll take that show and we'll just play it straight through and just comment as we listen.
Yeah, I think it'll be different if anything. We'll see if it actually works, whether or not we could use it in the future as a method for.
Well, what I love about that idea is that I won't even listen to it until you and I listen to it live. So it's free up my Saturday. It can be a lot more time to do other shit that I need to do.
Well, that's true. Maybe that's true.
So I like it because I just don't like to work real hard. Great. Well, on that note, join us again next week because it might be the show where we find out once and for all who are these podcasts. Seacrest out.
And now the show is over now.
That was episode 4, The Conversation. And in there, the reason why I wanted to do this next one was because you heard Carl mention a new format type they wanted to try, which was not listening to the show they're going to review, but to listen to it live while they record it and react on the spot instead of making clips ahead of time. Now, we all know what the clips are. You listen to a show and you hear someone say, clip that. That's basically what WATP is. It's like they review a show and they take a collection of all the stuff they find worthy enough to clip. But this next episode, they're going to try something new and different, which, as we know now, isn't the format that they continued using. It was something that it seems like it was just like a one-off attempt. And you're gonna hear that next. But first, I think the band's just about to come back out for an encore. Oh, wonder what song they're gonna play next. Oh wow! Do we listen to this one already? It's called "Put a Sock in It, Roy." Find all these at theisotopes.com. They're actually playing a show in December. I have it written down here. December 13th in Rochester, if anyone's in the area. That guitarist, Handsome Be Wonderful, and Lance Uppercut are a great duo for the band. You can really hear them. They're like modern day, who gives a fuck? Let's listen. Ooh. I like that part there. But, on with our date. So this will be the last audio episode we listen to. There's a video after this I found, which actually includes Kevin in the video. It was one of WATP's first videos on YouTube. But you'll see Kevin and Cardiff will be making an appearance and all that. So stick around after this for that one. But right now, is after the band is wrapping up here, we'll listen to episode 5, which is called Popped. That's the name of the show they're reviewing. It's I believe it's actually still active today. Now, like I said, this one they're going to listen to it for the very first time while they're recording. So we'll see just how well it goes over. So enjoy it.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Who Are These Podcasts? I'm Kevin.
And I'm Carl.
And we listen to podcasts so you don't have to. On today's show, we'll be analyzing and reviewing a podcast called Popped. Episode is titled Guess Who Got a Website? This week we switched it up a little. We'll be reviewing this podcast live.
Yeah, we're going to do like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 version of the show where we're just going to listen straight through and comment as we go.
Yeah, this should be a really cool experiment. So, it'll
probably suck.
Yeah, probably. So without further ado, let's find out once and for all, who are these podcasts?
It's showtime.
WATP.
Yes.
Welcome
WATP.
to another edition of WATP.
We sound as enthusiastic as this fucking asshole we're about to
Holy
review.
cow. All right. So, a real quick backstory, and then we'll just start it up. I picked this podcast because the description on iTunes was Popped is a weekly father-daughter news podcast. Every Wednesday, we discuss news that we think you'll find interesting. And I just did a little bit of searching around and found out that it is just the father, that the daughter left the show back in May. Even though that's still the description of the podcast. It's just the father now. It's really depressing. So, yeah, we're going to listen to episode 18. Guess who got a website? And let's fire it up. Let's go.
All right, here we go. It's here's the lovely intro music. And might I add, before we start, the art for this website, or for this podcast, does not make any sense to me at all.
It looks like a 70s cartoon. It's got like the rainbow colors and that is fun.
Well,
that makes zero sense.
Like the artist, because this guy must be either a graphic design person or he had this done, because it's done really well. It's a vector art. It's done really, really nicely, but disco boots and shit like that have nothing to do with this dude at all. And I think you'll hear that as soon as he starts talking.
There's a lot of disconnects with this podcast, yeah.
All right, so here it is, Popped Podcast.
Let's do it.
Already it's just...
Hello and welcome to Popped. I'm your host, Bodie. That ended suddenly. Sorry about that. Hey, got some big news for Popped. First of all, we have a website, which is popped, POPPED.BZ.
Okay, so...
All right, I know. You just already stopped
right, okay.
We already got to get into it here. Go ahead.
First of all, I've never heard of .BZ. It's probably like Belize or something. That's probably the country that is from. But obviously he couldn't get pop.com because I'm sure that's been taken. But
well, here's the best part: pop.bz does not exist. It's not a website.
He doesn't.
Did you try going to it?
No, I didn't even try it.
Dude, it's not a website.
Oh, that's so...
This episode's back from end of January. We're in mid-March now, so there's no reason why this website should not still be up if he really did just launch a website.
Yeah, well, because he's had a couple episodes since this one, too, right? This isn't the last one he's done.
Right.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my god!
And this is episode 18, number 18, and this has been on the air for over a year at this point of the show we're listening to, and he didn't realize that the intro music ended abruptly.
Yeah.
He's still learning what's going on here. That's great, though. He starts off the show by saying, "Hey, we got a new website." No, you don't. This website you're talking about, it doesn't redirect. It isn't anything.
Yeah, and I think he goes on to plug it 1,000 times later on.
He does. Yeah. Okay.
Good for him. So here we go. Let's continue.
Check it out. I put all of the past stories we've done since the inception of the podcast, which was all the way back in January 2015 with Sierra, so you can go back, look at all
Sierra's
those
his daughter.
articles.
Yeah,
that
that's the daughter who
about,
left the
including
show.
the fun ones like, a lady making yogurt from her vagina enzymes.
That's fun.
All right, so I need to look that up because I don't know how you would make. All right,
you didn't hear that story? I heard that.
Oh, that
Howard Stern talked. Yeah, Howard Stern covered that. That was a thing.
So wait, she made yogurt from the enzymes of her vagina, or something? Is that what he said?
Yes, it's. I honestly know nothing about the science of creating yogurt, so I'm not even going to comment on it.
Okay.
So I don't even know what to tell you. You'll have to Google it. I don't know.
All right.
But yeah, that was a thing.
I thought you were going to elaborate on your knowing of the science of vaginas and the chemistry.
Well, how much time do we have?
All the time in the world. All right, here we go. Back to the fucking thing here.
And what's some other ones? South African Nazis, kid camps, daycare, which is, that's fun. So go to popped.bz.
It's a terrible tease.
And take a look at that. Be like
go
boy.
back.
Sorry about that. Z like zebra. I thought I turned that off.
Talked over that. Fuck up.
Anyway.
Hold on. Let me
back it up. Back it up. I'm sorry. Why would you want to go back and listen to a show about South African Nazis?
I know he's like, oh, that's always fun. Like,
that's always fun.
All right, I backed it up a little.
Yeah, back up. Sorry about that.
That's fun. So go to popped.bz and take a look at that. Be like boy. Sorry about that. Z like zebra. I thought I turned that off. Anyway,
stop real quick, Kevin.
Yeah.
So that's a weird fuck up to have your email alert pop up during your podcast. And I say weird because this is not a radio show. He's not broadcasting live.
Right.
We go back and we take things out that suck. Well, we don't take everything out that suck.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave fuck ups in your show when you have a podcast. How lazy are you? He's putting out a podcast every month and he can't just go back and take out the part where his email update came on. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, this is what I imagine. He's recording all of this on his laptop or whatever. So obviously he's got Outlook open or something else, and then that's what's causing the alert. So in the least you could do would be to turn your fucking email program off. Just close it down.
Just close it down.
While
you're not going to get an email during your 20-minute podcast that you need to respond to.
Right. If anything you're going to do, I don't give a fuck if you don't edit the podcast or whatever. At least try to minimize any type of other sounds that might be going on during the time you're recording.
So that's a weird fuck up. I want to try something with you, Kevin.
Yes.
Today is the St. Patrick's Day Parade Day here in Rochester, New York.
Yes.
So it's a day traditionally when you start drinking in the AM and pass out by the early afternoon. Mm-hmm. So based on that, I want to do a drinking game with this podcast. Every time there's an easily fixed fuck up, we have to drink.
Okay.
Okay. So grab your whiskey and let's go for it.
All right, hold on a minute. Let me go get it.
Yep. You're not supposed to really go away.
No, I'm still here. I was pausing. I was pausing for the
It's hilarious. Dead air is always entertaining.
Theater of the mind, man. I was going to the kitchen right now. All right.
Don't we have pouring a drink sound effect somewhere? You don't have that queued up on the board?
I don't have that queued up. I do have other things queued up on the board, like this one.
I know you are, but what am I? You're a nerd.
I have that queued up.
All right, good. Then we are prepared. Let's
we have Pee Wee queued up, so we're good. All right, so here we go. Back to the Popped here.
Chiming in. That's why we're trying to do this podcast, which is irritating. So, some new things for the podcast. First, you can look us up 918 Digital on Facebook. We're at 918 Digital on...
This guy is so boring.
Yeah.
Why does he think he can broadcast? He's monotone. He has no enthusiasm for this podcast at all. Why would anyone care about listening to it?
In the next couple weeks or so, I'll be putting together a Patreon
It's a polar
page.
opposite.
If you guys want to
listening to him
support the
talk
show that
and then
way,
listening to us talk,
that would be
over
awesome. I'm
Yeah,
thinking
'cause we're awesome.
Thinking of some other ways.
That's what you meant, right?
To support the show. If
It's
you're not
funny
part of
because the
Patreon, it's basically
the last couple
like,
podcasts
if
we've
you like what I'm
reviewed
doing,
are
you throw
terrible,
me a
but
buck or two
have
every
an
month.
audience. There's a lot of people who listen to them.
Or if you can't afford a buck,
I
5 cents.
imagine that you and I are the
like what I'm
only two
doing,
people who've heard this
and
podcast.
Not even his fucking daughter listened to this thing.
No,
She was
his daughter doesn't listen and won't be on the show anymore. I'm looking at the
plans.
I
I've
did
been
find a
talking to
website where he
people
has
and-
these listed. It's not pop.bz. There are 0 comments on every single episode. It's almost depressing. Like, just take the comment function off of it, man. That's not cool.
Oh, God, you say that, and I have the same kind of thing going on in my fucking podcast, too.
All right, I'll get on there. I'll get on there with a thumbs up for you.
Yeah. So for everyone listening to this that's listening, listen to Just Aired with Kevin Ricotta and leave me a goddamn comment.
If you want someone to recap a TV show you just watched, listen to Just Aired.
Exactly.
Sweet. I just watched this. Let me hear someone else tell me about it.
Believe me, I listened to this was pretty brutal because I was like, oh God, I hope I don't fucking do this stuff. I hope I I have inflection in my voice and.
All right. Let's keep it going. But it's so monotone and boring.
Yes.
Great. Oh, I was talking about Just Aired.
Let's get right. Let's get back to Popped, which is just a fucking laugh riot. All right.
Yeah.
I think I have some random co-hosts come up. I've got some games planned for the show.
Oh God, I want to know.
So my plan is.
What is he talking about?
I want to know what fucking games he has planned.
Yeah, what game? All he does is read news articles on this show. What kind of game is he gonna play?
He's gonna play chess on air. All right, I'm gonna play chess.
He's gonna play "Show Me on the Doll" where your uncle touched you.
Can you show me on this doll, this Furby, where maybe...
Let the jury note that the child touched the pelvic region.
Queen to Bishop 3.
Combine the two. Molestation chest. All right, stupid.
And we're back.
We're never going to get through this. Just let it play.
Yeah. Not just me telling you about cool things that I found in the last month. Speaking of those cool things, let's go ahead and dig into them.
All right.
First of all,
No,
if
it's
you're a
starting.
man and you
Let's
send
dig
dick
in.
pics, there's a good chance that you are Bush League, so to speak.
Oh, he's
That
talking
was
about
in the
dick pics here.
New
Yeah,
York
yeah, you
Post
send dick
title.
pics, yeah.
Your penis pics are Bush League. So there's a
I guess that's
article,
a joke because of Bush, right?
and I can't remember the photographer's name who does this.
He
but
delivered
this
it really
lady,
well. So
when she was single, she got lots of dick pics, and she was like, you know what, I can take a better picture than that. So she started taking.
Dude, I wonder why his daughter left the
people
show.
here and-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what are we going to cover today? Oh, I got this dick pic article. That'll be fun to talk about. Yeah, I got better things to do on a Sunday. I'm gonna go ahead and cruise.
I was hoping that maybe you'd like to talk about yogurt made from a vagina, and then maybe we could talk about dick pics and penis pics.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, here we go.
Their pictures of their penis, and then at one point she found like little doll's clothes, and she's like, this would be funny, and she would dress the penis up in the doll's
don't
clothes.
call it a fucking penis. Ugh.
And as this kind of grew,
It's a
women would
erect
come to her and
cock,
say,
come
"I have
on."
to-
Yeah, it's a throbbing fucking erection. That's what you call it. It's a turgid rod.
It's a pole. Dress that pole up.
Yeah, don't call it its goddamn real name. Ugh.
When he says dress up your penis with doll clothes, it sounds like
child porn. It just doesn't sound right.
It sounds like he's done it before. He's like, I've taken clothes from a He-Man doll, and I've dressed up my penis.
My
at
penis
Men
is
at
currently
Arms.
wearing a sweater vest that I got from Old Navy.
I put a small hat on my penis and made it look like Orko from He-Man.
That's a funny reference. I'm picturing that. That's really funny. He was kind of like a penis.
Yeah, that's a pointy hat, so it goes completely over my penis head.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Friend or my husband or whoever, they would really like this. So if you're going to have your penis professionally photographed, you have somebody there to help you out with the obvious, because you don't want to...
Kevin, I don't know about you, but when I send a chick a cock pic, I just find like the biggest, blackest cock I can find on the internet and just send that. I mean, isn't that what everybody does?
Yes.
You just Photoshop it a little bit, make it look like it's in your house, and then you send it off.
Yep.
Why would you dress up your actual penis? That's crazy.
Wait a minute. So you send a black dick? So wait. So if you send let's say, I send a black penis picture to my girlfriend, and I take it into Photoshop.
And her friends.
Yes, and her daughters, and then I bring that.
The echo you hear on Carl's end is it's from the show itself. It's not from this recording I'm doing.
Because I am a white person.
No. I don't change the color of the penis. All right. Hold on. Missing the point here. Let me do it. Let me explain this in a way you'll understand.
Okay.
I take the picture of the big throbbing African American cock and I pull that into Photoshop. I then select the background and change it to a picture of my couch.
Gotcha.
That way, of course, it has to be mine. I mean, who else owns that couch?
Yeah, I just have a two-tone penis. It is different colored than the rest of me. All right.
She takes your picture, and she'll take pictures with like little hats on it, coats, outfits. This started, very small, and now she has like a whole thing of. She has calendars.
Very small.
She's been in art galleries.
Kevin, this show is like Weekend Update without the jokes.
For $10,000 a piece.
What's the point of this? Why is he just telling us this news?
This is no.
I have the internet. I can find the news stories. I don't need this guy to tell me what the news stories are.
It's Weekend Update with a character by Kevin Nealon that no one's ever seen called Monotone Man.
I can picture that.
Hello.
That's hilarious. I like that. It's Kevin Nealon's new character called Not a Broadcaster.
Right. Okay.
Small business. Like this woman is making very good money from dick pics, which I don't personally do that. I don't want my kids to ever see something like that from me.
No.
Oh my God. Did you hear his face just turn red? That was so uncomfortable. He just got embarrassed by the story he's reading. I don't do that.
I would never want my kids. I can't even do this fucking impression.
Someone's got something to hide. Holy crap. Oh boy! All right, keep it going. This is gonna take forever.
That's awesome.
We just gotta let it run.
Here. All right. Ooh, there can be only one genre or category.
That was a Highlander reference.
M1 Medieval. There's a video on the website. M1 Medieval is knights fighting, so it's basically like. It's like UFC, but with swords, shields, and armor.
And penises.
And then a video that I have on the website, it's about...
Throbbing swords.
Long.
Throbbing.
And these guys go out at 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. And they
at the conclusion
are
of those
just
rounds,
beating
they are very
the
sweaty.
hell out of each other. They're punching each other in the face with their shields.
And
there's takedowns, there's kicks, there's a little bit of a ground game. It is amazing to watch. And
sounds terrible.
From what I understand, what the announcers were saying, when these guys just get rocked in the head, they say it doesn't really hurt that much.
Yeah,
I find that hard to believe because it looks like it hurts a lot. But they
Here we go. Here's the commentary.
Right.
He's not just reading the
wearing,
news, Kevin. He's
the
also
traditional
offering
kind
up
of
some of
armor
his
that you would
own
expect
commentary.
knights to wear.
His own interesting takes
The
on
back of
everyday
their
life.
legs is
Yeah,
unprotected,
here's my
so
take
I would
on it. I
imagine
think
that
he punched
sword
the head
comes
with
around
hurt.
and the swords are
I
blunted.
think
of course.
that would make you
If the
talk
sword comes around and hits the back of their
monotone,
leg,
and I would
that's
not
gonna
like
hurt
that.
like a mother.
Good point,
But
Bodie.
it's really interesting to watch. and
Imagine this guy
fairly
says Bodie.
entertaining.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can
His
tell
name
the
is Bodie.
announcers are still
His name is
throwing out
Bodie.
kinda-
The fuck kind of
they don't
name
know
is
much
that?
about
The only time I've ever
athletes
heard
and,
Bodie as a
the
name
sport's
is the
kind of
the
new,
show
so
The
they're
Wire
just kind of filling
on
that hole.
HBO.
Yeah, right,
He was one of the guys on there.
He's way less
They just don't
interesting
have
than
a
The
lot to
Wire,
talk
though.
about in
Yeah,
between.
definitely.
Probably a lot like
Anyone who
UFC
names
was
their
in the
kid
beginning.
Bodie is an asshole. This guy's mom is an asshole.
Moving on to our next topic. There is a town.
Even Bodie
in
laughed
New
at it.
York. It's Whitesboro, and this is from the New York
That
Post.
is true.
That I found this on.
That is true. My mom is an asshole.
She is an asshole.
Oh, it's associated.
My brother's name is
But I found
Gary.
that from the New York
Why
Post.
couldn't I be Gary?
There is a
Mom?
town in New York called it's a village of Whitesboro, and Whitesboro has a town seal or village seal of a white man, which looks like he's choking an Indian. On the surface, this looks extremely racist, and I'm not sure that it's not racist.
All right, well,
But the
I gotta
town-
pause it here because
You can hear as they're attempting to kind of like improv on the spot while listening to the show for the first time, how it's not always that easy. And like I said, I do apologize for the audio of this episode, but had they went back and re-recorded it with better audio, it would have defeated the purpose that they were trying to do, listening to it live.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, you mean a Native American? Like, Indians are from India, I think.
yeah, I think that's pretty generally accepted now that is kind of what you say. But
Well, if you're going to be offended by this seal, then yes, you wouldn't.
right.
You're right.
Fathers say that this is not a white man choking an Indian. This is the town's father, something white.
Couldn't
Drink.
See if I can find that easily. Here.
Drink. What the fuck's he doing?
I'm sorry. I am so unprepared.
Anyway, Hugh White is wrestling
White.
in an Oneida
Oneida.
Indian. I'll just say Indian. Sorry if I butchered that. Actually, I'll just say sorry. I butchered that.
Yes.
Anyway, it's said that White and this Indian, Hugh White and this Indian, wrestled. White won the wrestling match.
God.
And there was a lasting respect and
I love that the
goodwill
dude's
between the Indian tribe.
the guy's name
and
was
the
White.
townspeople.
I know.
And if that's the
This is
case,
so
it doesn't
bor-
seem that racist.
I think John Oliver covered this, and he made it way funnier.
Well, of course.
This is so boring.
Yeah.
Why is he covering
There's
this
lots of ways
story?
to
There's
depict
nothing to
wrestling,
say about
and
it.
in this
So I guess
particular
the
method,
background
it looks like
is
it's
there
around his
was
neck.
a
They say it's on
wrestling
his shoulders
match.
because in the
and-
70s it was around his neck.
Exactly.
Gives a
And
fuck.
they modified it in the 70s because it was said to be racist, and they moved the hands down to the shoulders. But it really does look like the white guy is choking the Indian guy.
He's still talking about
So
it.
if you want to take a look at that, go over to the website Popped, and you can click on it, and it'll take you to the
Drink.
article where-
Yeah.
There is no
There-
I think
PC
this is
does
a
not
really
exist.
funny-
Anytime he references the website, you have to drink.
It's a really
This
funny
fucking
seal,
dummy.
and it's really hard. It's very hard to believe.
If you want to
that
see
it
this,
still
go to my
exists
website.
in
It doesn't exist,
2016.
or Google it.
Right.
That might actually
We're
work a
on
little bit
to
easier.
sort of some political stuff.
Also, Kevin and Carl were recording this separately. Like Carl, we all know, is in Rochester. Kevin lived somewhere else, so they were at the time they were using Skype to record their episodes.
But most of them, I think most people
This is
are from
brutal.
Alaska, or maybe a little embarrassed.
I'm a little
That's-
embarrassed when I am from Alaska.
They're just embarrassed that she speaks for Alaskans, I should say. I don't like it at all. I don't live in Alaska anymore, but
Oh, here we go. Here
it's
comes
the
political
state I was born in,
commentary.
the state I grew up in.
This is why you listen to
and
Pop.
every time she talks, it just
I-
makes
We're
my
getting
blood
controversial now.
inside.
I have to also
So,
say that I am from
Her son,
Alaska,
Track,
and
Palin,
up there we call them
was
snow
arrested for
Indians.
domestic violence. He had an assault rifle. He was drunk.
Oh, wait a minute.
punched
Is
and
that
kicked his
politically
girlfriend,
incorrect? I
and
meant
the assault rifle
Eskimos.
pointed at her head, and he was arrested for domestic violence. So Sarah Palin has, when she was endorsing Trump, Donald Trump.
Oh my God, he's taking forever
She had a
to get
little
this
thing
story
let's
out.
Just kind of listen.
I can talk personally about this. I guess. It's
Oh my God, the show is getting worse.
Yeah. Now we.
I thought his voice sucked. Oh my God, now he's playing clips.
Combat vet, having served in a striker brigade, fighting for you all, America in the war zone.
She's the worst.
She really is.
I think she's now doing Tina Fey doing her because her accent is over the top.
Right.
Combat. So, and I'm not
She's
taking
shot out of a
anything
fucking
away
can, they do. Every time she talks, she can be talking about nothing, and she's get. Shut the fuck up.
I don't want this to sound like I'm attacking him.
I think there was more. There was more actual content in what you just said there than what she said in this clip.
They're referring to Sarah Palin.
Out and shut up!
Oh my God, Mrs. Crabtree.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
All right, I'm keeping the South Park references string alive. I think that's 4 shows in a row or something.
Yes. Yeah, she was a side character, one that no one would miss. Do you remember that South Park where she dies?
Yes.
They kill her off like with no fucking fanfare at all.
It's fucking funny.
But keep listening.
But my son, like so many others, they come back a bit different. They come back hardened. They come back wondering if there is that respect for what it is that their fellow soldiers and airmen and every other member of the military so sacrificially have given to this country. And that starts from the top. It's a shame that
soldiers and airmen?
As a fire.
Is that a term, airmen?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the airmen.
Fuck me running.
Airmen is what people refer to members of the Air Force. It's like soldiers are members of the Army, Marines, Marine Corps, sailors, Navy.
Okay, right. Okay.
So, yeah, that's how it works.
She avoided semen, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I hate when girls do that.
She really should have avoided it, and we wouldn't have track and fucking whatever the fuck her kids are. Really avoided semen.
Firefighter, I come in contact with.
Oh, I am a firefighter.
Vets. And that goes all the way back, and it's decreasing. But Vietnam vets, all the way up to current.
He just said he's a firefighter, so he comes in contact with vets.
Contact with these guys all the time, and they
Yes.
know
The fuck
when
is
they're
that
in
with-
crisis.
So-
I just burped.
Sorry. Comparing himself to a veteran because he's in the volunteer fire department. What the fuck's he talking about?
Yeah, I don't know how you would.
Put out a fire, but it was actually ISIS. What the fuck?
The fire was a raging Islam. It was against Islam, so I put out the fire of injustice.
A drink.
Yeah.
What the fuck you're talking about?
Injustice of the fire.
They are able to identify it, but they're not. They feel helpless, and they're not able to like.
He's talking about PTSD here.
Work through it, and
which I have
so
after watching this or listening to this.
I definitely feel for them.
This is more brilliant insight from this guy. Because he's a firefighter,
real
so he knows.
disease, and it's really difficult for the
drink. Back it up real quick.
All right.
Listen to that broadcast. I'm going to shut up. Just let it play.
Out of the military, I come into contact with these guys all the time, and they know when they're in crisis. They are able to identify it, but they're not. They feel helpless, and they're not able to like work through it. And so, I definitely feel for them. That is a 100%. Real disease, and it's really
he sounds like he's telling his 12-year-old son about sex. Yeah. He's having such a hard time with this.
Let's hear a little bit more what Sarah Palin has to say.
Our military personnel even have to wonder question if there
Did his email go off again?
His email went off again. Oh, drink again. Oh,
fucking
fuck.
Idiot.
Oh.
This guy is a dummy.
Oh,
What's he doing? You could have closed his email program the first time that happened. He's like, well, hopefully we won't have any more problems. Oh, shit, someone emailed me again.
It would be even better if it went, you've got mail. Every fucking 5 minutes. Oh
my gosh, that's... All right. I'm getting ideas for our future shows. I think that, one, we should keep this every time one of us fucks up. The other person has to drink.
Okay.
And then... And then we should definitely have a You Got Mail sound clip that we just put on randomly as we're doing our show. It'll just be like a callback that we'll never even, we'll never even acknowledge it. We'll just play it randomly.
We're like, what the fuck are these guys doing with that old sound clip?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got an email saying...
Back it up real quick. Let's hear that again. That was funny.
And it's really difficult for these guys to manage, guys and gals. So let's hear a little bit more what Sarah Palin has to say.
Our military personnel even have to wonder if they have to question if they're respected anymore. It starts from the top. The question, though, that comes from our
There's nothing good about what's going on right now. Yeah, Sarah Palin's voice and email alerts.
This is like... So if you're editing this podcast now, so he cut to a clip as soon as that, and it went off. That sound went off. So it's extremely easy to edit that out and just replay the clip, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it's like he has no software to edit at all.
I'm pretty sure you could do that in Microsoft Word. That's how easy that is to edit. That doesn't make any sense that he would leave that in. This is a lazy idiot. This fucking Bodie cheese.
There are editing tools out there, such as when you people crop pictures, you could remove the background of a picture. You could also remove certain parts of audio segments too, such as the beeping, which reminds me a lot of Stuttering John and all his text he gets while he's doing his show.
And some of the woundedness that our soldiers do return with, and it makes me realize more than ever, it is now or never, for the sake of America's finest, that we have that commander-in-chief who will respect them and honor them.
Okay.
I can talk personally about
what's
this.
going on here.
I guess it's kind of an elephant in the room.
Just close that. All right.
The clip restarted on him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, shit. What's going on here?
From...
Again,
probably
easily
all the way back
fixable in
into
post.
the first wars that America's been has fought in, have not gotten this respect, have not gotten this recognition. I don't think Donald Trump's going to give it to him. But
oh my God, more of this commentary. Kevin, what's the point of listening to this podcast? I thought it was interesting stories that were different and bizarre. You know, Nazis in Africa and vagina yogurt. And now he's just going on this whole political rant.
Yeah.
I'm a firefighter.
And what's funny about it is I would normally say, I would normally say you don't usually hear dick pics and dick size and things like that in the same context with Donald Trump. But then last week, Donald Trump made a fucking dick joke on stage. So
it's all it is now.
Yeah.
It's Donald Trump's penis.
He's not going to recognize or identify.
Say this was recorded in 2016, which was the election year that Trump won in the coming November.
Of what these guys see on a daily basis in combat, you have no idea. And it is true.
And neither do you. You're a fucking firefighter.
We also need to take better care of our psych population.
He says at one point, he's like, I have seen some things, some terrible things as a firefighter. And I don't doubt that
there was a cat in a tree.
Right.
Her son.
I'm offending so many people right now. One time we had to make chili, and I did not have beans. And
we're putting our boots in front of people's cars when they were stopped at a stoplight. I've seen things, man.
I was asking for dollars, but they only gave change. I just want to say, before we get fucking hate mail, I love firefighters. They're the best, and they fucking...
Me too.
They will be...
I feel bad about
I do too. There's that's one of those thankless jobs that people are just fucking run into a fire to save you. So let's just put that out there. We're not complete assholes, but
I am a complete asshole, but I do feel bad about ripping on Firefighters.
Okay.
Let me just say, I just hate Bodie.
Yeah, all right, exactly.
Son was Track was standing above his girlfriend and saying, "Do you think I'm a pussy?" Something like, "I'll pull the trigger." And I don't have the article up because I turned it off so that we can so the video wouldn't play. But
Yes, drink. But you know what's really funny about that? He's talking about an article he doesn't have up, but his email is still up. It's not like he closed down all of his programs. Like, you can't have your web browser open while you're broadcasting? What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I did not know that Windows 98 could allow you to have multiple sessions open at the same time.
For veterans, because really all she's doing is turning this into something.
This is a show about, I think, 5 news stories. And he can't even have the news stories up while he's talking about them.
It's not really doing anything.
Well, he doesn't order like a smartphone or another device or, you know what?
Here's what I think what happened was that clip, I'm guessing he was playing that clip of Sarah Palin from a YouTube video. And then it recycled on him, so it started up again, and he panicked and fucking shut his entire browser down.
You're right.
See, I know. All right.
That's exactly what happened.
And now he's like, I could not.
He's like, hold on. You just shut everything down.
I am so flummoxed. I just restarted my entire computer.
I wish I had bookmarked that article. I will never find it now.
I need to hold on a second. I need to restart Netscape Navigator because I believe
you could take a lot of notes from these episodes if anyone's interested in starting their own podcast in the future.
She can forward Trump's candidacy. And it's not really doing anything for veterans.
An idiot.
And speaking of Donald Trump, in Pensacola, Florida, these 3 little girls sang a really, really creepy, almost Hitler Youth-like song in support of Donald Trump. And I actually have it queued up here if you would like to listen to it. Let's take a listen.
I think we would.
Now, they probably recorded this, but they're lip-syncing that.
They probably recorded this and they're lip-syncing it. No shit, asshole.
This guy's got some dynamite commentary.
No, yeah, I'm sorry.
He's on top of it.
Oh, you mean they don't have a fucking full orchestra there doing the Skrillex backtrack?
I don't even understand where this is taking place. This is like on stage somewhere?
Yeah, I don't know. It's taking place in his fucking basement from the sounds of it because this fucker doesn't know how to level anything.
No, I noticed that. It's funny.
On stage, which makes sense.
USA.
This song sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Holy shit. Who writes a melody like that? Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. What the fuck is that?
It was probably written by those kids, and you were like, fuck that. What little kids can't write music?
You know what a good melody is? That's a melody.
All right.
You should ISO me singing our theme song.
Go ahead and do it again. I'll be quiet. I'll run and get some more whiskey while you go do
yeah,
this.
Seriously. All right. Fuck me. Moving on. Not the one on trial here, Kevin.
I don't like talking about little kids. That's just is weird and creepy to watch. So if you want to watch it, go to the website.
Which doesn't exist.
POPPED.BZ.
I gotta rewind that because he fucking misspells it.
He doesn't even know how to spell popped.
You can go to my website, PPPDED.BZ.
PTSD.DE.
Now, Nothing against little kids because I don't like talking about little kids. That's just is weird and creepy to watch. So if you want to watch it, go to the website. Popped POPPED POPPED.BZ.
Oh my god!
And take a look. And
that was a lot for him to get through.
Here. Donald Trump said that he's gonna make Apple start building. There's quotes. Start building their damn computers and things in the U.S. I'm not really sure how he's going to do that.
Just because anyone can have a podcast doesn't mean everybody should.
That's very true.
Why does this guy think he should have a podcast? He's not interesting.
Finally, in the really cool thing.
To talk about.
Yes.
Part
well,
of the day,
see how it came about is.
All right, we're almost through.
I read
is the Suicide Squad official trailer came out.
Has like another 2 minutes left, and then they wrap it up.
Now we're talking about movie trailers. This is so bizarre.
But the Superman movies, the Batman movies, all the way back to Michael Keaton. Was the only one I liked. Michael
Mr.
Keaton.
Mom.
After that, they all sucked, including Christian Bale sucked.
They all
Ben Affleck,
suck.
he's gonna suck. The new Batman versus Superman movie, it's gonna suck. It's
going to suck.
All right, the first thing I agree with.
Suicide Squad looks really good.
Suicide Squad
and
looks
the
really
trailer is amazing.
How can he say The Dark Knight sucks? Those movies are amazing.
Yeah.
Fuck
How
is
can
wrong
you
with
say
this
that
guy?
Suicide Squad looks
Easy,
amazing?
if you want to check it out.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
And then I guess that's it. So
Yes,
we talked
that is all of
about in the future.
Oh, we're seeing a
I will be
recap?
begging for money on Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
just
good luck
to
with
help
that,
pay
buddy.
for
No one
hosting.
listens to your show.
and
Who's
then
going to pay you money?
make right now,
Your
I
daughter
record
won't
in
even
a closet.
do a goddamn
You
It
don't
actually
even do
works
your
out pretty
show.
well, but I will record in my walk-in closet, which isn't very big.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to rewind that, too.
Oh,
We'll
okay,
be
yeah,
begging
yeah.
for money on Patreon. That's just to help pay for hosting, and then to make the. Right now, I record in a closet, and it actually works out pretty well. But I will record in my walk-in closet, which isn't very big. So
Why would he need an area that's big to record?
better.
What
A
you
little
need
bit
to
of
do
money
is
helps out
turn
along
off your
the way.
email
I'm hoping
program.
to bring people
Shut down
on
Outlook is all you need to do.
I'm in my walk-in
pay
closet
them
while I tape this.
for being on for a period. So I can get more. In the past, I've done podcasts
it's just
with
me
people
and
then
my
inflate.
polo
So
shirts
I figure if I can give
and
them
my
a little bit of
bondage
money,
gear
maybe they won't play.
inside my walk-in closet.
Maybe they will. But yeah, that's it. Check us out, 918 Digital on Twitter. Search for us on Facebook, 918 Digital. Popped, POPPED.BZ.
Wow.
Nope.
And
Drake.
Bodie at 918digital.com if you want to get a hold of me.
Bodie at
Thanks so much,
918digital.com.
and have a wonderful
And then lovely music on the way out. So that's the show.
He just fade himself out. He was still talking, and the music, like, you couldn't hear what he was saying.
Yeah, that he got right. He didn't get the fucking beginning right when he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry that ended so abruptly."
So is that the end of that show?
That is the end of the show, and it's really
terrible.
funny because I think he records it in his walk-in closet, which I thought was really cool. So that's where his life is going to end as well. Is inside his closet while he's trying to autoerotic asphyxiate himself. I am hanging myself while masturbating like the singer from NXS.
Is that how the singer from INXS killed himself?
Yeah, you don't remember? You
I didn't know that.
That is how the singer Michael Hutchins from NXS.
David Carradine also.
He actually was trying to get off.
Yes, he was trying to have an ejaculation and it went south somehow. That's also how the fucking Kill Bill died too.
Yeah, is it David Cassidy?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
his
So, not Cassidy, is it? No, David Cassidy's the dude from like
My Way Off.
Yeah, Carradine. That's it. David Carradine. It is.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
David Cassidy's like the kid from the Partridge Family.
I'm an idiot.
I think I love you, so I'm gonna go hang myself.
Well, so David Carradine's brother is the star of Revenge of the Nerds.
That is,
which we were talking about last week, and he went on Howard Stern and claimed that he did not kill himself by autoerotic asphyxiation. That he was actually set up. He was murdered, and the murderer made it look like he was doing that. Having said that, I do believe that the singer from INXS was definitely jerking off when he died.
I've cracked the case. I didn't even know about it 2 seconds ago. Now I know.
Oh, that's funny.
Definitively what happened.
Yes, he was listening to a fresh
I'm
cut.
lonely!
He was listening to a fresh cut of Suicide Blonde, an XS song that was released in 1983. I'm way.
Let's talk about our next show. So this episode, we did an experiment, and I thought it was fun. We just kind of let the show run and talked over it. We'll probably do that again. But next week, we will not.
Yeah, that's seeing how this was the last show I clipped. I don't want to bother them talking about what the show that they're going to review next. Carla does mention that they're thinking about trying this experiment again. I can't recall if they did in the early days, but I don't think so. But maybe that's for another date on another night and time. But like I said, we are here at the Isotope show that I haven't forgotten that we're on a date. I know sometimes I lose track of mine, but this next song they're gonna play is called Fireworks Factory. You might have heard it before. Yes, if you like this Isotope stuff, I know this stuff is available on Spotify and whatnot. The website, if you're watching, it's on the screen, theisotopes.com. Go give them a check out. Or check them out. Oh, fuck me. But that wraps up the whole audio portion of listening to the very early WATP shows. And you see, listen to them now. Like I said, they're up to episode, I believe, 670, 673, 674. And this was almost 10 years ago. So the whole premise was they listen to shitty shows so you don't have to. And a lot of times you could take notes from these shows and know what to do and what not to do. And I think they were kind of been successful since then, you know. And a couple of years after this, these were all from 2016. And late 2022, Kevin stopped by Carl's house, which by this time he was in the basement doing his shows. He was also just starting to do them up live on YouTube and whatnot. And in this video package, it's a whole clip or whatever. Trucker Andy is also in the basement there, and early Cardiff shows up too to watch along. And Cardiff at the time still had his old cadence that he eventually lost. But it's basically they did decide to do an AMA and Ask Me Anything. And what was I hitting here? I gotta hit that. God damn it! Did I just hit the wrong button? But they're kind of just hanging out, talking to fans for the first time. They're taking some super chats and all that. So you get to learn a little bit more about WATP. Great song. Crowd loves it. The showcase right here is packed. The band's just wrapping up. So we're going to fire up this last video here. And we'll call it a night afterwards. So enjoy the show.
Oh, righty then. I think we're live on the next stream here.
No better.
And sorry we're a little later than I expected us to be. I apologize for that. Cardiff popped on and read some fantastic reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So that took us a little longer than I was expecting. Now, Cardiff, you have agreed to help us out with reading these Ask Me Anythings.
Yes.
So we got Kevin, the original co-host, with myself. Trucker Andy's hanging out as well. Producer Chris had to take off. But you have the three of us. Super chats are wide open, people. There's a lot of rumors going around that say I won't read super chats. I will. I will read every super chat that comes through. Now, Cardiff, you said you've been collecting questions.
Yes, I've got questions.
You see, even then, Cardiff was trolling Chad. You can see with Chad's old background there. And if you look in the top left box, that's Kevin in a black shirt, and that's Andy sitting behind him.
First one. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, now people are saying no Producer Chris, what the fuck? I'll be answering any questions directed to Producer Chris directly. I'm happy to speak for him. That's no problem.
All right, perfect. Do you think I could get a theme song?
Oh, do you want a theme song to start things off with?
It seems a little,
yeah.
You know, in the business we call this a cold open, and I'm really not comfortable with cold opens.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what, Cardiff? When you're right, you're right. You are right.
Ooh, Cardiff! Cardiff Electric! The most famous podcast in the world today! Cardiff Electric! He's so cool! Come out and play! He's the guy all the other guys are jealous of! That's one hot potato! 'Cause he's the guy that all the girls want to be with! Oh! Cardiff Electric, the most famous podcast in the world today. He's got great guests on his show, like Dr. Steve and some other people. We love you, Cardiff.
The Cardiff Electric theme, produced by Doug White at Watchmen Studios. Well done.
It's the greatest thing that's ever been recorded in that building.
I don't know about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could agree with that. Israel.
That's the building where a lot of Isotopes music was recorded in.
I see what you did there.
Thank you for the $2.
All right.
All right.
Let's start with the questions. Let's move this along quickly.
So first question is from Reddit. It's from that guy from Nickelback. Carl. This actually isn't too much of a question, more of a statement. Anyway, Carl, less Zumach, more Jerry Banfield. Your feud with Zumach is boring as shit, you cunt.
See, I disagree. I think Chad Zumach is endlessly fascinating. The way that he's like totally nuking himself, I think is fun. But Jerry's a cool guy. Did you send me that video, Cardiff, of Jerry's whole setup?
Walking through his house.
I watched this thing. So Jerry, you would love this because you're a big Jerry fan. He walked with a camera through his house and showed how he records his show. And he goes through all the technical aspects of it. But the most fascinating part is that he does that in his own bedroom. He's got this green sheet going across next to his bed. And he goes around from his bed, and there he is, and he starts doing his show. And Cardiff, my observation was it doesn't look like anyone else sleeps in that bed. Right? I know he's a married guy. I know he has a family, but
the creepiest part was when he showed his baby's bathtub.
Oh, I didn't get that far into it.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Huh. Where is John? Stuttering John?
They still cover Jerry Banfield today. I think just on Wednesday's show, they mentioned about Jerry's book.
We know that.
So, you know who's not boring as shit? Lorenzo Areola. When are you going to drop the Zumach shit and get back to the goods? I'll take my answer off air. Thanks for the $2 super chat.
Yeah, I like Lorenzo. The problem is that I actually really do enjoy his show, so it doesn't work with the format of who are these podcasts all that well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got one from Twitter. Okay, this is from Gangrenously. Kevin, do you regret introducing Carl to Vinny now that they're rolling in money?
Every time I get paid my own paycheck, I'm like, motherfucker, I could be doing nothing. And
Nothing.
I could be wealthy.
Actually, yeah, that's true. You would be doing nothing. I was prepping all day today.
That's exactly it. That's exactly how it was for this 59 episodes. I did nothing, and Carl did a lot of it.
That's not true. That's not true at all. You did most of the work back then.
Well.
You had to teach me how to actually run a podcast and upload it and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I did watch the World Cup game today, so I can't totally complain about my lifestyle. It's not all bad.
As you heard in the episodes we listened to, a lot of times Kevin was the one taking the reins of the show, which Carl then learned what to do after Kevin left and everything years later.
I thought that you were at Zoomox. Wait, I thought Puppet was at Zoomox? I don't know what that means. All right,
Yeah, the SJ Puppet was at Zoomox. He did an Uncle Rico episode from Zoomox apartment.
Oh,
he left.
the SJ Puppet's still going strong.
Yes. Oh, he kicked ass on Uncle Rico. I'll give him credit.
Okay. I can't keep up with all this shit.
So, Carl.
I'm trying to, Cardiff.
Thank you. Carl, what is your favorite American white woman true crime and alcohol podcast? That's from Stephen M. on Twitter.
Yeah, I think Wine and Crime or Red Wine and True Crime or Wine Time with True Crime or the Crimey Wine Time
Crime
show.
Wine Time.
Yeah, all of those are great. They're all really good stuff.
Oh, good.
Oh, here's one from Cyborganic. Has anyone seen Dorkles lately? Where's Dorkles been? Whoa!
Oh my God, it's here.
Dorkles has some conspiracy theories about the reptilian people.
Yeah, they live in the inner earth.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, Skinwalker Ranch, motherfuckers. Kevin, like I said earlier, Kevin was notoriously known for his good impersonations and voice work and stuff. So Dorkles was one of the characters in the early WATP days that Kevin would use while reviewing the shows and stuff.
Okay, from Tinseltown Times. Will Carl ever stop asking his guests to pull clips? This way he can get a higher caliber of guests like lazy Mark Normand. That's from Tinseltown.
So I do treat celebrity guests differently now than I used to. I don't force them to pull clips. Of course, that was the big reason why we had an issue with Chrissy Mayer, was when I sent her homework assignment, all of a sudden, oh, I have a conflict that week, and I can't remember.
My nephew's in the semifinal.
Yeah, right. I should have known from that point on.
What he's referring to is there's an episode of WATP when Chrissy Mayer was supposed to be the special guest host, and while Carl was doing the show, Chrissy was actually at her nephew's Little League baseball game, and it sounded completely like shit, but she did the whole thing from her phone while sitting at the game, and it kind of left a bad taste in people's mouth of Chrissy Mayer, and I think still does.
But I believe Anthony gave me a lecture on his show about me asking people to pull clips. Which was unfair because his girlfriend pulls the clips, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. Anyway, my point is I gave Kevin the celebrity treatment today. I said, don't pull any clips. I got it, buddy.
Which I wasn't going to do anyway.
Right.
Because I never...
Which is fine. Yeah. And also, there has been a note to Mark Norman. I'd love to have him on the show.
Perfect. So the next question is from Uncle Sam 78. It's a question for Kevin.
Oh, boy.
Is it true that you were fired from the Isotopes for being too handsome?
That rumor just will not die.
Yes.
I just don't know why.
They were like, we can't deal with you anymore. You got to get off the drums there. It's too distracting for our listeners.
Yeah, save some review girls for the rest of us here, Kevin. Come on.
All right. So the next question is from Reddit, from Deeply Unprincipled. He or she would like to know when the first time, I'm assuming he's asking about Kevin and Carl, because he didn't say, he just said them. When Kevin and Carl, the first time they docked penises together, and whose idea was it?
God, I don't remember whose idea it was. I remember the date and time.
I remember it felt really good. I mean, that part I remember.
I was like, Kevin has a foreskin. That gets me a light bulb.
He's like, what? Then we had a conversation
I know
about
what to do with
foreskins,
that.
and yeah, it was a whole,
Okay, our next question is from Reddit, from Excellent Shake 1853. I'm not sure if that's the year he was born. Is Carl more than 7 inches?
Is that a question for me or Kevin?
I was gonna say I can answer that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoever has an
yes,
answer.
yeah.
Yeah. But the only way you get to that conclusion is you have to wrap the tape around twice before you go all the way back out.
You measure from outside behind the ass.
Yeah, right
You
behind the
measure and then you
asshole,
forward.
wrap around the balls twice,
Yeah.
and then
Yes.
6.5.
Our next question is again from Gangrenously. He would like to know if Carl would suck John's dick for a Bills Super Bowl win.
Wow. You know what? That's tough. That's tough. That's a tough one. To completion? Like, what are we talking about? I put my tongue out of it. Like, how far do I have to go with that?
Pretend not to like it. Yeah.
I'm like the kid in the Christmas story. I'm like, just stuck to his cock. It's so dirty. I'll have to get back to you on that one. That's a. Do I get tickets to the game?
It wasn't
tickets and you
included
get
in
a
the
deal.
question.
All
Well,
right.
I would buy tickets to that. You want to talk about selling on a live show?
You'd buy tickets to the blowjob.
Yeah, is that what you're talking about, or the Super Bowl?
Our next, we have a celebrity question coming in.
Okay.
From Mr. Anthony Cumia.
Okay.
He wants to know, how do you feel that you stole Stut John Con from Cardiff Electric and kicked him to the curb?
Yeah, this was in December of 2022. The first DabbleCon was the following February. And yeah, Cardiff was this was like peak dabbleverse and all that, and Cardiff trolling John. And Cardiff then said he came up with the idea of not DabbleCon but Stut John Con.
Listen, that's wildly exaggerated, I have to tell you, because well, Cardiff has been an inspiration to all of us. DabbleCon was always the idea that we were going to go with. So I think I want Cardiff to be a part of DabbleCon, of course. And maybe Stut John Con could be a part of DabbleCon, not in the parking lot per se, but actually in the building where the rest of us are.
What the fuck is going on with this show?
I'm not sure.
What has happened to this show? Stut Joe fucking.
They're supposed to be asking us questions.
What the hell?
Kevin, they're supposed to be asking us questions. You're not supposed to be
This used
asking.
to be a simple thing.
This is just a hobby that we had.
Holy shit.
I don't think that was a question from Anthony Cumia.
It
Let me
could
just
have been
read
a
this.
fake Anthony Cumia.
Yeah, it might have been. Let me just read this super chat real quick. I'm regretting having you on this show, Cardiff.
Thank you.
Amused Contempt for $5. When will there be a new Isotopes album? Also, please send part of this to Vinny. I feel bad about his punishment. No, fuck him. Fuck him. He deserves to lose all the Patreon money. We're recording in February and March. We'll have new songs out. Andy is the GOAT. He's turning into a monster. That is one of the greatest lines in WATP history. Alan Cruz. Hey, Carl, Kevin, Andy, Potato. But Carl, which co-host have you known the longest? I think that's Andy. Right? We met in high school.
Yeah.
Like my senior year, or your senior year of high school, maybe.
Yeah.
And, well, no, Kevin. Definitely I've known Kevin longer. He grew up right near me.
I was going to say, we were
Oh,
like
right.
6 houses away from each
Sorry,
other.
it wasn't a slight to you. I was just thinking of the people who are in the rotation. The people in the rotation now.
I got it.
All right, I knew Kevin since we rode the bus together. We were little kids, and Andy I've known since high school, and Croge I met after college, and Vinny I met a few years ago. So I guess I don't know.
My mistake.
It's the higher.
Yeah, at the time, Carl, when the WTB started, I don't believe Carl met Vinny yet, but like years later they did, and they decided to start the creep off together and whatnot.
All right, we have a question from Reddit from Squirrelia.
Okay.
We all see some part of ourselves in Stuttering John. What part of yourself do you see in him, other than your penis? Also, tell him that the Isotopes cover of Feel So Good really sucks.
What?
I'm just reading the question.
I was planning on playing that on the 23rd, and we do Holiday Village. We were going to put that on the set list. Now I'm second guessing that whole thing.
Not me on drums.
Andy, what part? That's true. What part of Stuttering John do you see yourself? All right, I'll answer because you don't have an answer.
Like the not showering all the time.
Okay, that's a good answer. I was gonna say toenails, but I do trim my toenails from time to time. No, I think it's the alcoholism, but Coors Light, I'm gonna swap that for like Bud Next or something. Miller Lights.
That was my instinct is like the beer drinking, but I hate Coors Light. Yeah, I know.
Cardiff revealed that I'm a drunk when he was on the Steel Toe Morning Show the other day.
Sorry, I let that slip.
Cardiff talks a lot of shit when he's on these other people's shows. You got to watch out for him.
A couple more from Twitter. Alex Gangrenus to know, why is it so hard for you to promote the creep off, and why do you want to keep Vinny poor and fat? Is it a fetish?
TheCreepoff.com is where you can find our fine true crime podcast made, the only one made for men on the internet today. The Creep Off. Great.
It still is one of the few true crime podcasts made for men, and wish it was a lot more successful compared to a lot of these other true crime shows that really just appeal towards women, but that's a whole nother tangent I don't really want to go down, and the creep off lore and all that. But maybe another date, another day.
Show. I recommend it.
Here's an interesting question from Johnny Mars on Twitter. What is Carl's favorite WATP episode and why?
Johnny Mars, I believe he was in the chat earlier today. I don't know if he's still listening.
A real question.
That is a real question.
It is.
My favorite episode. It might be the first time you and I did Centering John. It was episode 109. Because it was such a weird thing. We just pulled a random episode of the Centering John podcast. And in that episode, that was when the Glory Days song started.
Jesus, yeah.
Because we were listening to that, and he was talking about his report card, and he was talking about playing trumpet in second grade. And I was just like, is this a grown man talking about this shit?
Yeah. Like I say, Kevin left the show prior to episode 100. I can't remember the exact day or episode number. But he came back to be a guest host, and I believe they were reviewing for the first time Stuttering John, episode 109.
I was in a recital when I was a kid, and they recognized my talent, so that's how I got
And he wrote a skit, and he got an A on it. He's been a comedian all his life. So that one sticks out in my mind. Now, Chewed Gum sticks out in my mind, too. I think that's 142, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. The first time we heard Patrick Michael, it changed my life. That was life-changing. I was like, holy shit.
Was that Mean Doug?
It might have been Mean Doug.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
one. Buddy.
Those are great. Those are both great episodes. So, all right. That's my answer, I guess.
All right. Shockingly Efficient on Reddit asks, why does Carl hate improv comedy so much?
Because it's not funny.
And
It's
does
never
Kevin
fucking
share
funny.
this hatred? Can I finish the question?
Finish the question.
And does Kevin share this hatred?
Kevin, what do you think about improv comedy?
No, I'm with you on the same. I'm on the same page with you. When I was quote unquote doing comedy, I tried improv one time and I hated it.
I've heard podcasts of like accomplished improv people trying to do it on a podcast and just being like groaning because it's fucking terrible.
We have a true peer called Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll do events that I'm at. And there's nothing more uncomfortable than watching improv comics bomb.
Yeah.
And that's all they do is bomb.
Yeah.
And it just puts everyone on edge. They're just like, oh, you're uncomfortable watching it.
You're either amazing at it,
which almost no one is.
Right. And
Yeah.
those people are on Saturday Night Live or
Right.
whatever they go on
Yeah,
to be,
exactly.
or you're horrible.
Well, you
And
got
it's-
people like Scott Aukerman and Paul F. Tompkins and Lauren Lapkus. You put them all on mic, and then they tap dance as fast as they can for an hour, and maybe you get a couple of laughs out. And it's just like so fucking absurd. I don't know. I think it's absurd and unfunny.
Indian Bra says, how long before the Dabbleverse turns on Elisa? Gosh, I know there's some people not real fond of Elisa Jordana.
What? Why?
Well, there's
What's the
there's some reasons out there.
As we all know, I think it was about a year ago, she was live streaming in her car when she punched the guy next to her and stuff like that. Nowadays we rarely even hear her name being brought up.
Guess we'll have to do a follow-up episode.
I watched an interesting video about Andy Dick the other day. Elisa's not helping that cause. It's not good.
So Turbo7049 ask, Kevin and Andy, was Carl always a cunt?
Yeah, he was.
Good answer.
Yeah. I think he was a bigger cunt.
Yeah. I always tell the story because, like, I hated Carl growing up, and then college came around, and we discovered marijuana, and I think that's when I was like, he's a pretty cool guy.
Well, I also changed probably. From when I was a
I
little
mean,
kid,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe he did. I don't know. But then, yeah.
Kevin wasn't a cunt. I was a cunt. So.
No.
Well, Kevin, I think the reason why you and I are friends is because of Andy.
Yes,
because
that is true. That is true.
You and Andy were friends as well as our friend Duke, and you joined our band. Yeah. I started the band or I didn't start the band, but I started with the band with these guys, and they brought you in to be our singer.
Yeah,
and that's how we became friends.
Yeah, it was a horrible period of time that we won't speak of. Yeah,
we didn't write great music back then.
No, nor was I any good. But yeah.
We were very high.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Here's a question that's coming in. Alan Cruz says, let's see this again. A show you guys should revisit is the Boogered Up podcast. It was my favorite episode of the year. Your analysis of Spaz Kid had me dying. Yeah, Spaz Kid. He was like, fucking, Cornholio! That was interesting. Yeah. And then Gregory says, have you ever regretted?
I don't know if you heard that, but you can hear, I believe, Eugene barking in the background.
Going too hard on a person/podcast. Also, how often do people you roast contact you and are cool about it? Well, that's few and far between. I do get people to contact me and are cool about it. Harrison Young is pretty cool. We've been texting back and forth. I'm still trying to set up a meeting. I know. I'm still trying to get on his show.
Harrison Young was at the WATP Boston show over the summer.
Have I ever regretted going too hard on a person or podcast? Probably. Gosh, let me think of an example. Can you think of one, Kevin?
I remember like the first time that we had a show be like, I paid attention to it.
Yeah.
And I felt so fucking guilty. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Like,
you're like, I wasn't saying that so you'd hear it.
I was like, oh my God, somebody's listening to this shit. And yeah, it was, for me, it was like, I just was feeling very bad about
and overcoming all of the 1-star reviews that had to be weathered from whenever people heard the show. That was always the retaliation was to go on and review your show on iTunes and say 1 star and get all their friends to 1-star it.
I'll say this. I typically don't feel bad because I'm usually right in my analysis. You know what I mean? Like if there was someone that was just like taking everything out of context and just being a dick for no reason, then that'd be one thing. But usually if I hear something that I like, I'll say what's good about it and I'll just shit on what sucks. And so if people reach out to me, I'm like, yeah, but do better. Mm-hmm. That's on you.
If the whole thing, the reason behind like having the review girls on and give us a 5-star rating and shit on us in the comments is because some of the shows that they would review early on, their fans will find out about it and then go find WATP on Apple Podcasts and give them a 1-star review and 1 star in a shitty review. Which I believe if you go to Apple Podcasts now, look up who are these podcasts, you will see like the 5-star and the 1-star ratings. Like that's all there is, and they're both like equal, like 50-50 even still now.
And there has been people that have commented where they're like, they get the joke, they get the format, which is good.
And there's also been instances where we've been wrong, like Cumtown. I ended up listening to a bunch of Cumtown.
Yeah, I know. I still listen to the Adam Friedland, whatever that is, thing. But
Are you ready for the next question?
Yes, let's go.
Baby Butters ask, how did Carl convince Jen to marry him? Or trick, whatever.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say there must be something more to that. You know what it is? Digital marketers are just really cool guys. Everyone wants to get with a digital marketing professional.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, you're working in spreadsheets? Oh,
okay.
That's pretty hot.
Not so much a question, but a comment. But I bet Carl regrets going so hard on The Vanishing. Do you regret that?
Not.
What they're referring to is the notorious episode 88 the Vanishing podcast. Carl reviewed it, and afterwards, the host of it then went after attempted to sue Carl for like defamation and whatnot. I can't. I'm not sure on all the facts of it, but he ended up having to take it down, and it became only available to listen to on Patreon. It's he might explain a little bit more here.
And I mean, at the time, yes, the Vanished podcast, but not in the long term. It actually worked out pretty well for us. It was a good story too. That was something that I got to go on because I remember when I got punched out by the Misfits drummer, and I went and did a bunch of radio shows locally telling that story because it was a fun story to tell. Like at the time, it sucked, but then I was like, oh, now I got a story to tell. So the Vanished trying to ruin my life sucked at the time, but then I was on the Dick Show and I've done a bunch of people's shows like telling that story. So it's like it's worked out for that reason.
One more just came in. Turbo7049 asked, Cardiff, would you punch Carl in the face at such... Oh, this is for me. Never mind.
File that one away, Cardiff.
Yes. I'll answer that in February.
Sounds good. Well, you know I'm not going to press charges now. You know how I feel about that. So,
and I agree with
Damn
you
it.
on that.
But he will put a dick in your mouth on the internet.
Why are you team Pat Dixon? You just a fan of Pat's?
When I met him in Rochester, he was nice to me.
Yeah, he was cool. He's a good guy.
Yes.
I like Pat.
That's all it takes. Just be nice to me and I like you. And don't
should
block
take.
me.
Someone asked Danzig era Misfits. Garbage. Fucking terrible music. I like punk rock music, and that is terrible music.
But how about solo Danzig?
Terrible. It's garbage music.
Okay. I see where you stand.
Danzig sucks.
I like the Michael Graves era.
Shows next week. This fucking guy.
Yeah. It's gonna be sit down, Zumach.
Any more questions coming in?
Nothing else seems to be coming in. Nope.
All right. Well, that was fun. I mean, I don't know. I thought we were going to get more real questions than we did. But
Anything in the chat?
I don't know why you would think that.
I don't know why either. Honestly, the reason why I had this idea is because somebody posted in the subreddit, hey, I'm kind of new to the show. I don't really understand a lot of the lore and the backstory. So I was like, well, Kevin's going to be in town. This would be a good time to do like some kind of AMA or something.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're doing it. But when is Artie coming on? When is Artie coming on anything? When's the last time you saw Artie? All right. Is that everything? Any more people want to super chat? Any more questions or anything?
Last call for super chats, people.
Cardiff should be a millionaire. How do you know Cardiff isn't a millionaire? Oh, you got your guitar with you.
Yes, I was going to play a song to end the show for you.
Okay. What are you going to hit for us here?
I don't know. Is the show over?
Well, I don't know. Can we request a song?
You can request anything you want. I might not be able to play it though.
Do you know how?
Probably very likely I won't. What?
Do you know Hot for Teacher?
I do, but I'm tuned down, so I wouldn't be able to play that. For you.
Tuned down to what? Drop D?
Yes.
Carl, don't take.
Hot for Teacher's an A. You're fine.
Cardiff, don't take requests if you don't know everything.
Daff 10 says, you skipped my super chat. You marketing genius, you made me super chat you another 5 to point out that you gypped me.
Nice move.
Oh, I'm sorry. Super chat me again with the question. I missed it. I'm sorry. Dabblecon guitar off with John. Serious answer. Who wins? Oh, I could definitely play guitar better than Southern John Melendez. I don't know about Cardiff, though. He's pretty good. Cardiff's actually learned some of Southern John's songs. He's played them for me. It's impressive. Was Carl's mashing of Cardiff's after show review the reason he stopped?
Did I do an after show? I don't even remember. Oh, I think I tried to. No, I think I did an after show on Discord. And
oh, right.
I
forgot that you did that.
Palm swipes after.
Yeah, it was like a palm swipes after kind of deal.
It didn't work.
Fair.
In reference to the palm swipes after, I believe our next date we'll go back to Cardiff, and we'll try to hit the time where the palm swipes left show is mentioned, and that's where Cardiff gets his filter from, and It's all very interesting, and I hope to cover that very soon.
People in the Discord are animals.
This is a tough one right here. Katsumi Otama says, Kevin, best and worst moments of being on the show. Go! Best and worst, go!
I mean, the best was like just being able to do the show. I mean, and seeing it come to light after and planning it and stuff like that. But I think the worst was probably when I don't know, when it got to the point where I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it anymore. And you know, I don't like letting Carl down, even though it's become a thing that I do. Like, you know, leaving the Isotopes and leaving other things.
Well, you quit the band that we were in with Andy.
Right.
You quit the Isotopes. You quit this podcast.
Yeah. And then they all become wildly successful.
It'd be funny if you that's
the trick.
If you got up right now and just like walked out of the house.
Right.
That'd be the perfect way for this to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, Carl, we have a history of starting things together.
Yeah.
And then they become successful, and then I jet, and then they become more successful under Carl's reign. So yeah, it's a thing.
Coop says, thank you for not killing yourselves. You are very welcome, Coop. I recommend everybody not kill themselves.
ATX had an interesting question about the Jim and Sam show, if you want to try to jump on that. It was in the chat. I can't control your chat.
I got to find it?
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to be able to
Well, while you're looking for that, Andy, Turbo7049 asked, Andy, how many states are in the bodies strewn across America? Are the bodies strewn across?
Yeah.
many
Everything
states?
east of the Mississippi.
Okay. How many states?
One, huh?
Yeah.
All of them?
Even Maine?
Yeah.
It just seems so far out of the way.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
Why no review of Jim and Sam? That show is absolute garbage, as is Sam Roberts. I disagree. I'm friends with Jim Norton, and Sam does a good job. I made fun of his wrestling show because that's really bad because he does his own fan fiction wrestling thing, which is not good. But Sam does a good job on Jim and Sam.
Justin Bovine on Twitter has a question.
All right.
Who do you guys think does the best SJ impression? I'm going with Chrissy Mayer by a long shot.
I love Chrissy's the best.
I have the answer, but
Anthony does a great one.
Anthony's good.
Anthony does Artie doing Stuttering John, which is really funny. Of course, producer Chris does a great one. What do you think? Tab is a great, yes,
Tab
that's a great
crushes it.
answer.
Well,
Yeah.
well, the dark horse here, if anyone could actually have heard the To Catch a Dabbler I did for New York, E-Rock had a great Stuttering John. Mm-hmm.
I believe you.
It's one potato's opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The great Watubi says, Carl Clubfoot, have you ever covered Perry Caravello yet? This guy is due for a heart attack soon. Yeah, I know that. Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Perry is still going strong today, and like Bob Levy, even after leaving Uncle Rico, became really close with Perry, and I believe still appears on his show every now and then.
Windy City Heat.
Oh, yeah.
So that dude he has like a handler or something, and he just live streams all day, and he's a hoarder. So he's like in his apartment, and it's just like filled with garbage, and he just gets like fucking angry at people. He's lost. I mean, if he had a mind, he's lost it.
Well, it's garbage that people that watch him send him, and he keeps
is
it
that
all.
what it is?
Yes, and he's been people have been taunting him with Stuttering John remarks lately, so he's been calling out John a lot lately.
An interesting Beat Dabbler lore factor, whatever you want to call it. Kevin Dunfuck, who used to be in the early Beat Dabbling days, he was a big Perry Caravello guy, and he was always arguing with El Horrible about covering more Perry and less John, which, as we all know now, El Horrible made the right choice, I'll say.
Not me.
He thinks John's fucking with him. Oh, is it Cardiff?
No,
Okay.
No, not me. But I covered an episode on my show.
Nalax44, much love. Any inside info on SJ? I do get inside info on SJ, and I believe that I know for a fact he's coming back in January. He wanted to do a show behind a paywall like Compound Media, but he can't afford it.
Yes.
Didn't realize how hard that would be.
Fucking
So he'll be back on YouTube in January. We are looking forward to that.
Yeah, at this time, John left in November. And this is when he started his teaching job, and he didn't come back till that following summer.
Where are we with the Pat Oates laptop fund? I sent him some money. I hope other people did too. I'll have to reach out to him and see where he's at with that, because it'd be nice to get Pat Oates back on the show with equipment that worked. Everyone's saying, when are we going to get Gino back with equipment that works? When are we going to get Pat back with equipment that works? Troll Hunter, $5. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. Oh, this is the Stuttering John riff. Kevin, you see that question on the screen right now? Why are the first 59 episodes better than the rest? You're looking at it. You're looking at the reason.
Cobra Commander.
This is...
Okay, so that was it. Kevin left at episode 59. I'm sorry, I drew a complete blank on this entire date.
The song that John played on the Conan O'Brien show. That is a terrible riff. That is so bad.
It's garbage.
It's not good. Not good. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. Of course, William. Thank you for supporting us with your super chats. Always appreciated. Well, we have a lot of people here watching. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the support. And we're going to take off now. And thank you for hanging out for this AMA and for listening to the show and for not killing yourself. Cardiff Electric, people should go check out the Cardiff Electric podcast.
Mm-hmm. On
Where
YouTube.
can they do that? On
Go to YouTube, Spotify. Well, don't go to Spotify anymore. I just do YouTubes and my Twitter and patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do they get on Patreon if you sign up for that?
Lots of bonus material, and you can get to catch a dabbler without you fools talking over it.
Okay.
And definitely, and promo codes for my shirts and mugs. But definitely come to if you're going to DabbleCon again. I'll be in the parking lot across the street. That's in the
What is to
Stutron
catch
content.
a dabbler with nobody playing it?
I don't know.
It's just the questions?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
He's just a potato.
Yeah.
What kind of content are you
That's
making,
so
Andy?
funny.
You think you're
Cardiff,
so much
I like
better.
you. I like you, man. You're good.
Everyone loves Cardiff.
You're good people, man.
He's going to connect all of us
Yeah.
together. We're going to be friends with Stuttering John and Zumak. We're all going to be buddies.
You should check out my sit down with Zumok though. I think we made progress.
Were you a potato in this?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good question. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
know,
always a
it's like-
potato. It's not a bad question. All right. Very good, sir. I'm glad to see that you're doing so well on YouTube and Patreon.
Thank you.
Happy for you. To my sister-in-law, did you try the crossword I made? I have not. I'll get on that.
Are you coming to Christmas?
Thanks for coming to the Isotope show. It was good to see you there. All right.
And that was the AMA from December of 2022. There you kind of saw Kevin back, and then fans were asking questions about the show and a lot. There, like I said, 670 something episodes, almost 10 years. There's so much to cover, so much that happened, and people coming in and out. It's a lot. It's a lot there. I wish I had time to do all of that someday, maybe. But how can we forget? We're at the Isotope show. We're on a date. Hope you guys enjoyed the music. Hope you guys learned something, found something new. Maybe listen to something you haven't heard in years, like I have. Definitely go check out the Isotopes on. They're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Where you know where to go. Why am I saying that? Thank you to the people that were hanging out, joining me on my date. Hope you had a good time. There are many choices out there. But you chose to be here with me, hanging out, and I appreciate that always. And next time, our next day we'll definitely cover. We'll get back to Cardiff because I want to finally get to the potato filter and all that. And maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe we'll go see a comedy show, huh? We'll see somebody comedy show performing. We'll think of something. We'll figure it all out. Don't worry. Thank you again, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your Saturday. Good